Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Happy Friday. Hope you're feeling all right. Welcome back to another episode 38.
Yay, you did it.
Yeah, first try, baby.
Yeah. Woo!
Episode 38 of Longtime Watcher, First Time Rider. I am your host, as always, your longtime watcher, King Fats the 95th, joined, as always, by my wonderful writer crew, Action Shakespeare,
Hello.
and B-Drops.
Hey, whoa.
Unfortunately, we do not have the magical whale gopher with us today. They are not feeling well. Everyone send Gopher late well wishes. Incredibly late well wishes by the time you hear this one.
Gopher better be feeling better by then.
Most likely.
Yeah, really, you better. But also, I hope.
Yeah.
I hope you're feeling better by then. I hope you're
Yes.
feeling better by tomorrow.
Yes.
Recording. Because
Hope you're
that's
feeling
rough.
better now.
Exactly. Yeah, we hope you're feeling better, Gopher. And everyone go tell Gopher that you hope they are feeling better as well. So anyway, we're running with a light
it's
crew.
gonna be really funny in a week.
It's gonna be real funny in a week. So we're running with a light crew on this one. So we're gonna keep things nice and casual. But it's a pretty momentous occasion. Episode 38 and episodes 80 and 81 of Kamen Rider Ichigo. Home stretch, people. We are in the back 18. We're gonna be
It's so
we're
exciting.
gonna be wrapping this one up soon. Start thinking about what you want us to watch next. Cause Lord knows I'm thinking about it. We will keep you up to date regarding Patreon stuff as it is determined, but it's coming. It's coming sooner rather than later. So be ready. Until then, though, there's not going to be much to it but to do it. So let's first do everyone's favorite thing, which is, of course, the death count with B-Drops.
Well, thank you, King Fats. I believe we're in another slight recession as the tide pulls back out from all of those sword kills. But, it's quite alright because we're moving into some pretty important territory with these upcoming episodes, so perhaps it's fitting.
Yeah.
The tsunami comes.
Yes,
Here's
it
hoping.
draws out.
We shall see.
So Shocker only had 2 kills for both of these episodes, and that's Kunio's parents.
Oh,
Rest in peace. They got
turned
fudged.
yeah.
Turned into fudge.
Yeah.
Chocolate guy
delicious.
strikes again.
I would like to say I did actually include Takeshi stepping on the baby urchin Dogma as a kill.
Good. You absolutely should have.
It makes me wish we had. It makes me wish we had some sort of video element or like a watch along video sort of thing, so we could have an active death counter through every episode.
Yeah.
So when he squishes the little thing, ding.
Pay Action Shakespeare $10,000 to edit a death counter for the entire series.
I can't.
That would be really
don't-
fun. It'd be really fun
I
to like
don't-
make a pop-up video of all of our bullshit.
I don't make enough
Oh,
money.
so,
I
like-
can't afford it. I can't do it.
This is an open call to anybody who wants that. Just pay Shakes a ton of money and she will do it.
Or alternatively, join our Patreon, so I can pay her to do
I
it.
guess.
That too, yes.
Either one. I like when people pay me to do things.
I also
long
like
as you get
when
paid.
people pay Shakes to do things.
You should do it more. Anyway, I got paid to do a thing recently. so
Listen,
hey.
I would pay
Nice.
you to do things more often, but I'm so poor.
Poor ass.
Yeah, broke ass.
Hosting this podcast when he's so fucking broke. Go and get you a job.
Good job.
Get you a second one.
Gonna have to. 2 jobs just so I can run this podcast. Talk about operating at a fucking deficit.
That's all you do. You work, podcast, work. work, podcast,
Yeah,
work.
wake up, work for 12 hours every day except for Friday.
Except for Friday, when you take 10 minutes to listen to the little Krusty Krab song and you post it in my Discord server, and I get really happy thinking about that little song and how it is officially now Friday that I've heard that song.
Yeah. That is the chime that means it's Friday.
Congratulations, Wiki. I still really like the Lighthouse version of that. It's the same song, it's just got Willem Dafoe.
That's fair. That
thank you,
seems
Willem
very
Dafoe.
good. God bless Willem Dafoe.
Death count, yes. 2 other kills for episode 78. For whatever reason,
Wait.
Kamen Rider stabs Amuk with the staff again,
Whoa.
but nobody else. So he just killed one for fun.
As a treat.
Yeah,
That's the little one.
And then the big bad. So there's 3 for him.
Delicious.
Episode 79. I'm counting the mooks diving on the landmines as Kamen Rider kills. Given that he set that up, they just took the hit for everybody else.
No, yeah, that was
Yeah,
his.
that's fair.
That was his.
Yeah. Taki also gets 2 kills. He gets a sword for a very brief amount of time during that same fight. And then Ratlander, if we're calling him that now, I find it weird in hindsight that in
Call him whatever you want.
episode 80 we called him Ratlander instead of Ambassador Hell. I don't know why, but sure. Whatever.
I think it's operating under the same rules as why once he puts the helmet and the suit on, we stop calling him Hongo and we call him Kamen Rider.
I suppose.
Sort of.
But
mostly.
I don't know. I don't know what the etiquette here is. But the point is, 5 total kills for episode 78. 5 for 79 as well, so that's 10 total for all of those.
Woo!
Kamen Rider gets 6 more kills, bringing him up to 194 out of 488 kills for Team Kamen Rider.
Damn, Hongo almost at 200 kills by himself.
Thank goodness.
And that was how many total Kamen Rider kills was that?
488.
Oh wow, so we're nearly at 500.
Yeah, it's wild. I don't know if he'll beat Hayato, just given, honestly
of
how
time,
long he was gone. Hayato is sitting at 282.
Well, he hasn't gotten more, so
a lot of people.
Hayato really did his job, and I appreciate him.
Yeah.
Chakra got 2 more kills, so they're up to 219.
Okay, respectable.
Taki has brought Miscellaneous up to a benchmark. They are now at 50 total kills.
Holy shit!
Woo!
Thank you, Taki. You are now the champion of the Miscellaneous kill category.
Good job, Taki. 50. I would have never guessed that Miscellaneous would get as high as 50 kills.
Yeah, and it all started with one random scientist using a laser on a lizard man.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Never forget that man.
Never forget.
Never
Except
forget
his
that
name.
man.
We will
Except his name.
always forget his name.
Well, of course I
He
forget
lives-
his name, because whenever I think of an episode, I don't think of him or his laser. I think of fucking Gekigara sliding down the slide.
It's so good. But those 10 total kills bring us up to a total of 557 kills as of Kamen Rider episode 79.
557, baby. We almost have
So
as
we've
many
really-
Kamen Rider kills as we do total kills. That's so fucked up.
They are the major majority.
It is a lot. I gotta say, we've really fallen behind on that 10 kills per
Oh, yeah.
episode.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I think part of it is because these past several episodes have really kind of been reining back and trying to actually get back to having a plot.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're actually telling stories.
Yeah.
Which is weird. Leaves less time for just bloodshed.
Yeah, I can appreciate it.
Well, I think we're gonna make up for it though. A little bit.
Welcome.
Not fully, but maybe not on the right end though.
Mm.
Maybe not. We'll see.
Yeah, we might start getting a skew of bloodshed that we're not exactly fans of, but I mean, let's I suppose that means let's start talking about the episode proper. We're starting with, as you might imagine, Kamen Rider episode 80, Gel Shocker's debut, the last day of Kamen Rider.
Gilshocker's VTuber model
Yeah.
debut.
Open up PowerPoint. Let's go, baby. What's your favorite anime series?
Original air date is October 7th.
Read or die.
I figured they would have been fans of Helsing.
They're fans of Full Metal Alchemist, but they misinterpreted what the story's about.
Yeah,
How dare they, Mace Hughes? Anyway, I'm still upset about that. I'm sorry.
That's fair. Original air date October 7th, 1972. Y'all, we got the whole 9 from the Kamen Rider wiki on this one. We got a little blurb at the beginning. We got a plot blurb, and we got the synopsis and cast information.
That is
Holy
so
cow.
nice. That's amazing.
And ain't it something? I'm gonna Okay, sure. This is all stuff I'm comfortable with just saying because it's if you've watched the episode, like, yeah, obviously. So, Gel Shocker's debut, The Last Day of Kamen Rider, is the 80th episode of the original Kamen Rider series. It introduces the new evil organization Gel Shocker, risen from the ashes of the original Shocker, serving as the enemy for the remainder of the series' run. It also introduces the new villain, General Black, and concludes Ganikomoru's 3-episode arc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A weird thing to acknowledge
Is that this dude's
That
been
we've
around
just
for
had-
3 episodes?
Crabat actually have a build and a payoff.
Crabat is still such a wretched name.
It's not
It's
good.
not good.
Crabat. Every time I think of it, I'm like, I wish they took the angle of the pun, but it's not an English show, so I don't.
And it's not an English pun for them to do. It's what is his actual name?
What's the Japanese? The Japanese was Ganikomoru.
Okay. Is that just crab and bat?
I think so.
forget. I forget what the word for bat is.
Bat
I don't know the word for bat, but
Komori, I believe.
So
Komori?
basically,
Yeah.
Okay, so just another smash 2 words together.
Yeah.
There's your monster. My first comment was written down during the intro before the episode even started, to which I was questioning, what does gel mean here, as opposed to powder or paste? Turns out it is not Gel Shocker, it is Gel Shocker.
Yes, yeah, Gel Shocker. Because
it's hard not to say Gel Shocker.
they've merged with the organization Geldam, who we are supposed to know, maybe?
I'm gonna just look
I'm
this up.
looking them up right
Well,
now.
y'all... Geldam. Oh, it's the snake half.
Yeah. There's no
Huh.
previous history. I think they're literally just made up for the rest of
Yes.
this show, yeah. It's just,
Yeah,
it's weird because they name drop them like we're supposed to know who they are in the episode.
I think they're just trying to explain themselves.
I guess.
Yeah, that's just... We merged with a new... It's another merger.
We've had a corporate merger
for all
with
of us to
Geldam.
suffer over.
Love a
You may not
fascist
have heard of
merger.
them, but yeah,
gonna do-
they're the new game in town, and they brought us really colorful new uniforms.
And a love of degeneration.
And now we have to all say gay all the time.
Yeah, now we're all gay.
Gay.
Now we're gay and we love DX.
Boy
Suck
howdy,
it.
same.
I would really,
let's go.
I would really love if these guys start doing crotch chops.
I would adore if they started hitting fucking cross chops.
They
won't.
won't.
Yeah.
But God,
We're gonna have to assign. We're gonna have to look at all the Gel Shocker Kaijins and figure out which one's the Road Dog, which one's Mr. Ass, which one's X-Pac. We'll get to it.
They're all X-Pac.
yeah. All the mooks, collectively, all the mooks are X-Pac.
he basically represents a putty
Yeah.
as one person.
Oh, X-Pac. Anyway, let's get into a synopsis that I didn't write. So sorry on the Patreon.
Whoa!
Weird
Just
that.
link a Wikipedia
Yeah.
page.
A group of campers, this is how it opens, are trying to take some water from a river, only to be interrupted by a scream. Sure. A Shocker Combat Man comes from the bottom of the river, begging for help and requesting campers take him to Kamen Rider in Tokyo. A hybrid crab/bat monster appears and kills the Shocker Combat Man, telling him Shocker no longer needs him. The campers end up witnessing a massacre of Shocker Combat Men, emphasis on massacre, who attempted to escape through the forest. Yeah. Eventually,
Holy
the boys'
shit.
Kamen Rider squad contacts Tachibana Racing Club, informing them something terrible has happened to all the Shocker Combat Men.
Yeah, it is a bloodbath out there. Like,
it's bleak, and I am super here for it. Wow.
Yeah, like we start off with this fucking Shocker Mook who comes out of the water, gets grappled by Crabat, and then the last we see of him is like it's the fucking Jaws shot of like blood coming out, filling the water, and then just like you see body parts start floating up.
He got ripped to pieces.
He got torn to shreds. And then we go back to the fucking camp, and we see like various Shocker Combat Men in various forms of demise. We start with a shot of a dude who got hung.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah, they straight up
just dangling.
Dude, yeah, he's dangling. There's like a guy next to him who got stabbed. There's a guy who looks like he took an arrow straight to the belt.
They're just piled on rocks nearby. It's a gruesome scene, and I don't know how they all ended up next to the campsite in an instant. But you know, we're not going to worry about that.
I am remembering the scene and looking at the notes that I see. I am remembering the fantastic shock and surprise that we are given by our child actor as he walks upon the scene, sees all these corpses, and goes, I
must contact the boys.
The boys. Summon the squad.
Opens a beer.
A cold one. Yo, the Snuggles work here.
Pickup truck starts sliding in.
Oh god.
The fucking posse.
The whole squad just piled in. We're the cold one. What's the situation?
Are there enough?
Points at the carnage. God
damn.
They all just drink beer and look.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Anyway, I was during this scene when they first see a Shocker Mook just emerge from the lake, and he's like, "Help me! Oh my god, they're trying to kill me!" I was very sad to see that these girls did literally nothing.
Do a goddamn thing.
They were too scared out of their fucking minds. We thought these are the Rider girls.
We did, yeah.
which is oops on our
Hey, to be fair, when we first see them, it's from a distance at an aerial view, so I had no clue what was going on.
You literally can't see anyone's face.
And there were 4 of them, which was odd.
Yeah,
we were like, man, who's the odd one out? But the rest of them could have conceivably been these people. Choco wasn't eating, which should have been our first clue, but
well, it's because they were prepping stuff for dinner. They had to go wash the rice.
Yes. Good. You're never too good to wash your rice.
Even in gross river water.
I feel bad now. I don't wash my rice all that often because it takes time. It takes so long, and I want to eat. I'm hungry.
It does not take that long.
It takes a little
bit. What are you talking about? It takes
what is that? A minute of rinsing?
Tops?
It takes because you got to rinse it, and then you got to drain it, and then you got to rinse it again because you got to keep going until the water's clear.
I am going to cook for all of my friends.
I cook well enough for
really
myself.
Want that.
But fine.
I'm going to wash your darned rice.
You know what? Good. That is, if I could get someone to wash my rice for me, that would be a fucking boon. Got too much other shit I got to prepare.
My Asian heart weeps at all of you eating unwashed rice.
Don't look at me.
Chop all this meat, and I gotta chop all these vegetables, and I gotta saute them.
I'm pretty sure the rice I've been eating has been washed. I'm not the one who's cooking it, so I can't say.
Who could tell?
but I would like to believe my family washes their fucking rice.
You never know.
I have a friend who doesn't. I've said this so many times on stream because I still can't get over it. I have a friend who doesn't wash produce, like, on principle, and I'm very worried about her.
Wait, on principle?
Rinse that shit.
Yeah, you gotta...
She says it's because she's too lazy, and she doesn't truly believe that it would hurt her.
Okay.
Doesn't seem like principles.
Yeah.
I don't know. She seems to make.
That seems like flaws.
I'm so worried about you.
You have to understand, B-Drops just care a lot.
I care. I should probably not care as much as I do about this particular thing, because Godspeed, live your best life. I'm just sad that your best life doesn't include washing produce.
Who's really living their best life here?
Imagine not washing your potatoes. I would die.
They're so dusty.
It's covered in dirts and the poopies. I'm sorry, we have to talk about Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
I'm
my
so
one weakness
upset.
is that I care too much.
It's true.
Holding my head in my hands.
That is absolutely B-Drops' weakness.
It's the one time that's ever true in a job interview and B-Drops.
Yeah.
I care so much. No, you don't understand. It's a problem. I'm listing this as a flaw. You asked for a flaw.
I care too much. I understood B. I will start washing my potatoes.
Start.
I usually just peel them, and then I'll usually depending on what I'm doing.
You're trying the contamination in when you're cutting into them with the dirty things touching the peel.
I usually rinse them afterwards.
No, I'm okay. I'm fine.
Sorry.
We have to talk
I'm
about
sorry,
Kamen.
B. I'm
okay.
just one man, and I have to feed myself. And cooking already takes so goddamn long.
I understand. I also love cooking and wish I had more time for it.
Prep work takes so much fucking time, and after a bit, you have to just be like, look, I need to eat. Food needs to go in here at some point. Sometimes you can't spend too much time worrying about all that kind of stuff. Sometimes you just gotta throw two hot dogs in the pan and call it a night.
Oh, I've had the what's in the fridge? Tortillas, cheese, hot dog. Rip those things up, throw them on top of each other.
That makes you okay. Well, you microwaved it. Never mind. I was gonna say that's what makes you stronger than me, because I would have gotten to tortillas and cheese and been like, done. I'm making 4 quesadillas.
Oh, I've gotten that far too. Oh, not even there. I've gotten to. I'm gonna pour a bag of shredded cheese in a bowl and take some tortilla chips.
Okay, yeah. Thank the Lord, I haven't gotten quite that far, but I have definitely gone. Just we're making 4 cheese quesadillas. Grease up the pan and let's do this.
First of all, quesadillas are valid, but second, please, sign up to our Patreon so that we can live on a super yacht and I can cook meals for all of my friends and wash their damn potatoes.
Yeah, sign up for our Patreon so we can all have a nice big house together, and you can wash produce that I will cook with them. Because I promise I will cook. I'm good about cooking. I'm just not good about prep work.
I enjoy both. There aren't too many parts of prep work that I don't really like, but I think just being able to sit down and dismantle a bunch of stuff with a knife is just innately satisfying.
That's fair.
It's a very B-Drops
that's an incredibly B-Drops notion.
I'm glad you're living your best life.
Thank you. But you know who isn't?
All these fucking dead Shocker combat men?
Yeah, and everyone who chanced upon them.
The ladies seem to have got off scot-free, which is nice for them.
Fair enough.
They all fainted, which is really bad for you.
It is. But they didn't
Especially
die.
because they were on a
camera.
campsite in the middle of a forest with an open fire.
Yeah, hopefully they got taken home when the boys rushed in and loaded up all the fucking corpses into a truck. Including random truck driver boy. I don't know who this guy is.
Well, you see, he drives our truck for us.
Okay. thanks for coming down on short notice, guy.
Yeah, well, you know.
And hauling all these corpses.
I owe Taki a favor. Listen, my policy is, don't tell me what's in the back.
That's a good policy, honestly.
See, now I'm thinking about
speaking
Pulp
of
Fiction.
bad things being in the... No! Speaking of bad things being in the back of cars...
Yeah, Takeshi talks to you, stop doing this. Stop doing this. This is like the third time I've read a synopsis that's on the wiki, and they've pulled the shit. His name is Taki. Stop putting Kazuya. I'm not about it. I'm not doing this shit with you people.
They don't generally address him by first name, it's true.
Like, ever.
Like, ever.
They don't ever call Hongo by first name either. They always call him Takeshi.
Takeshi is Hongo's first name.
Is it?
Yes.
Huh. How do we manage that one?
I've heard it both ways.
Yeah, is it?
It is just. Yeah, I guess.
Huh.
Yeah.
So why do we call both of our writers by their last names? But
Because that's not an unusual courtesy.
Yeah, I
in
mean, that's
Japanese.
just-
no, but
That is just
we call both of them by their last names, but we don't call Taki or Tachibana by their last names. Or no, wait.
We
call
call
Tachibana
Tachi's last name.
Yeah, it's just
those are both their last
is Taki his
names.
last? Oh, Taki is his last name.
Kazuya is
Taki?
his given name. Taki is his surname.
Huh.
Kazuya, Taki, in Western order.
Huh. Fair enough.
Just learn
Learn
something new.
every day.
Except not.
Yeah, except
You realize something old every day.
listen, I don't pretend to be Japanese language man. I can count to 10. That's about where my knowledge stops.
Well, it's easy to keep going after
Yeah,
that.
it is. I
Itchy.
can actually
Knees, sand.
stop.
You ever got sands?
That was physically painful. Itchy, I probably would have let you get away with, but then you hit me with knees. Knees was ungoddamn acceptable.
What's
Knees.
yon? What do I do for yon?
Well, you're counting, so you do sheep.
This is true.
Tweet.
Sheep.
Keep sheep.
Ugh.
Goal.
It's go. It's a word in English. Buck, go.
Rock.
Stop. I'm so angry. Stop.
Banana.
Stop.
Cute.
Stop.
Juice.
I'm dying. I can feel my flesh.
You
being
skipped 8.
Pulled apart.
Dang it. Hatch.
Yes, there it is. We have the and that's how you count to 10 in Japanese, everybody.
Even though we kind of went out of order because I'm losing my mind thinking about where we are in the plot instead of thinking about how to make these stupid puns.
We're in a truck full of corpses.
We're in a truck full of
Truck full of
corpses being
corpses and we
accosted
dive
by
in.
another truck full of, not corpses. Soon-to-be corpses.
Soon to be corpses. Yeah, let's talk about it. So, Hongo talks to Taki in a truck about the mysterious organization mentioned by... They put his name here as Garagranda instead of Jigoku Taiji, which I think Garagranda is his monster name?
Could be some spoilers.
Weird choice. I'm pretty sure Garagranda is his monster name. Anyway, the mysterious organization mentioned by Ambassador Hal.
Fashy stashy.
Suddenly, the truck is stopped by a worker who tells them the way is blocked and to take another way. But the other way is also blocked. Ta-da. Another truck comes from behind, which almost hits their truck and sends down a few brightly dressed foot soldiers, which Hongo, realizing their higher durability compared to the original Shocker Combat Men. Oh no, I'm sorry, with Hongo realizing their higher durability compared to the original Shocker Combat Men.
This this reveal is so
very
silly. Just the backing up the truck and almost killing Taki bit was really funny. But then it's a dump truck, so it just starts lifting its little dump truck thing to dump out the mooks. And they do the fucking Aleister Black entrance. They're just rising like Dracula. Yeah. It's an incredible visual, and then they'll just go and jump out of
very silly
in their brightly colored suits.
Yeah, I think it is definitely. It would be significantly less silly if it wasn't for the way the Shocker combat or the Gel Shocker combat men look. Which I guess should we talk about that?
Yes.
Yeah, let's talk about how
as much as we
the
can.
Gel Shocker combat men look. It is a look. To be sure. So our base suit color has gone from black to blue. We have red belts and a red part of the mask. We've lost the nose and the mouth hole. We now only have eye holes. So we got a red belt, we got a red mask covering around the eyes, blue bodysuit, and then yellow boots and gloves, and like a big yellow bat thing on the chest.
Yeah. The mask, the red accent on the mask is also kind of bat shaped.
Which I'm a little, honestly, slightly disappointed by, in the sense that, like, their organization that they've kind of brought over with Shocker, I think we mentioned it before, but I guess to go over it in context, the new emblem of Gel Shocker is the Shocker Eagle with a snake coiled around it.
Yeah, Shocker Eagle got a girlfriend.
Yes.
Yeah, this guy is neither eagle nor snake themed.
Nope.
It's just the belt, yeah.
It's just the belt, which is kind of a real shame given that you went through the trouble of rebranding your organization to the point of making new costumes for your mooks. Very aggressively. These are some very comic book villain looking guys.
I mean, yeah, like, so the color scheme, the primary color scheme only brings like original run X-Men to mind.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's all I see when I look at them now.
Yeah, the Shocker Combat Man absolutely looks like he would be an original run X-Man. No idea what his power would be.
We got just dying every 3 hours.
Yeah.
We'll get to
Once
that.
every 3 hours I can explode.
God.
There is no cure.
Anyway, where was I? With Hongo realizing they're more Skronk. There we go. Takeshi's truck driver runs back into his truck, but Ganikomoru, that's Cravat, comes from inside it and kills him. Takeshi transforms into Kamen Rider and engages Cravat in battle. Cravat informs him of Shocker's merging with... I'm sorry, what? Cravat informs him of Shocker's merging with the American organization Geldom, creating Gel Shocker.
They're the X-Men.
Don't recall it ever being specified that it was American, and I wonder if I just forgot.
At no point in this episode.
Why did they bring a guy from Africa?
Yeah.
Well, I guess he was
spoilers.
Sorry, he was just in Africa, I guess, but still.
I guess he was stationed in Africa, kind of like Saracenian, maybe.
Yeah, and kind of like how Colonel Zoll came in from a different area.
He also
like,
came in.
We got hoes in different area codes down at Shocker.
And Geldem. Yeah, no, unless this is like a fact that we just haven't learned yet, that this fucking synopsis just spoiled. Yeah, at no point in this episode do they, or in either of these episodes, do they specify that Geldom is an American organization.
It's all in the art book. Didn't you read it?
No, I get it. I had to pay my rent that month.
Gotta get the fucking lore Bible for Kamen Rider.
God, I buy the shit out of that legitimately, though.
Honestly, yeah, I would.
Combination art book,
I would
lore
eat
Bible.
that up.
Read the fuck out of that.
Might need that too, honestly.
Yeah, I gotta keep track
really.
through it. What's a geldom? Do I look
What
like I know what a
geldom
geldom is?
I just want a picture of a dang kaiju.
Hank Hill, you are the next step in human evolution,
Truly.
except for your butt.
Yeah, we gotta figure out something about
Yeah,
that
you
butt,
gotta-
my guy. But
Cybernetic enhancement. We'll just turn him into the next rider.
We can fix that.
Yeah, fix it
now
along
I'm
the
just
way.
thinking of that fucking old Soldier 76 Tumblr post.
No.
Powered up.
God. I don't know who drew him like that.
Fucking world legacy posts, baby.
I completely forgot about that post until you
Oh,
mentioned
I will-
it. just came rushing
Like,
back.
I can never forget about that
Oh.
post because what a perfect audio-visual combination of just the powered up. Like, shit, honey, you sure are. Bounce a fucking quarter off of that thing.
All right. Well, we've gotten that out
Makes
of our
the
system,
fucking
surely.
headshot noise.
Oh, God.
Hello, everyone at home. How are you doing
Boy,
today?
it's gonna be an episode, huh?
Are you powered up?
Yeah. Are you double-cheeked up?
on
Is
the
that a
first day?
euphemism?
It is now, yeah.
I don't know
This
if
is how
I'm.
they're made.
I don't know if I'm here to really be able to give an answer to that. Can you truly qualify whether you yourself have? Anyway, that's the wrong train.
B,
of
are you
thought.
powered
I
up?
should discard that entirely.
Are you
powered up, B?
are you questioning whether you are powered up? Yeah.
Send us
Gel
some
Shocker.
pictures, we'll let you know.
No!
$500 on the Patreon. And you two can help us judge whether or not B is powered up.
$50,000.
$50,000 on the Patreon, my apologies.
Man, I could be editing 5 series of that money.
Yeah.
Well, take your pick. 5 series or $50,000 for
But
that.
Honestly?
the $50,000 ass.
Ooh, on God.
We can rebuild.
We have the technology. We can make them dummy things.
Anyways. Damn, I'll take that money.
I'm going to explode.
Please don't explode B, we need you. Who else is going to wash our produce? Hunk
I am
Um,
a time
Hongo
bomb!
tells Taki, who's riding the truck, to retreat, but Cravat says there is a bomb inside the truck set to explode in a few minutes. Hongo quickly rides the Cyclone, but Cravat attacks him and flies away. Hongo hurriedly contacts Tachibana Racing Club. I guess we're still calling them that. Telling Taki to get out of the truck. That's not what happens. The truck explodes, but Kazuya survives. We should specify. That's not even remotely what happens. What happens is Hongo tries to get to Taki, he can't, and then we cut back to the kids' core, where apparently the girls were just listening in on all of this.
Yeah.
And
And they're like, "Oh, okay, we have everybody's radio, so we might as well call Taki."
they attempt to tell Taki, "Hey, get out of there! There's a bomb." Which his response is to pull out his walkie-talkie and be like, "Yeah, what? Huh? What?" What's all this then? I believe is the
Yeah.
actual exact quote.
It is certainly how they translated it. Yeah. What's all
Yeah.
this? What are you doing? Who gave you this number?
What's all this in?
This is Hongo's number.
Yeah, this is
For his use
this is a
only.
private line, ma'am.
Gelshocker. I want to go back a little to Gelshocker.
Yeah, tell us about Gelshocker.
And their mooks and their cool, fancy new abilities, like their wicked ninjutsu, throwing out their little colored blankets and then appearing behind them.
If you have ever watched
and teleporting
either of the first two Ninja Super Sentai, I will say, because they don't do it that much in Ninja for some reason. But either of the first two Ninja Sentais, or also just any other thing with ninjas in it, you know that thing they do where like they pretend to be a kite and then they come down and they throw the cloth away. They do that. It's neat. It's great.
except accomplished
Cardboard.
with styrofoam poster
Yeah.
board.
Yeah, fucking cardstock.
And then a blanket in a transition. It's a cute effect. Weirdly cute for our evil dudes, but sure. They're supposed to be powerful. We have shocking new
We
powers.
got all sorts of shit. These niggas can teleport.
Yeah, they can just teleport behind you. Nothing personnel,
Hey,
kid.
B-Brain, could you teleport? Doing all the Tumblr greatest hits today.
They can do wall
Mhm.
jumps. Like fucking Super Mario.
Yeah.
They can. That's about it. I think that's the extent. of
I'm
their
going
abilities.
to assume that every Gel Shocker Combat Man is equivalent to one Shocker Brother in flip ability. We definitely had some Gel Shocker Brothers, but I'm just going to assume they all are able to flip, whip, and dip like that.
Significant flips.
Love significant flips, baby. One thing about me you gotta know.
This boy can do significant flips.
Slaps the roof of Matt Jackson. This baby can fit so many flips in him.
And kicks.
Yeah.
Also.
Plus,
They all shout gay.
yes. Yeah, gay.
They all say
They all
gay.
they all say gay.
That's the new E.
Yeah. We've replaced E with gay.
Gay.
And we've replaced the Shocker Sig Heil with DX. But in the
Yeah,
hair.
we throw
Yeah,
up
we
the
throw
X
up the
above
X.
our face.
But we don't crotch shop yet. That's not until a couple episodes from now.
Yeah, they seem notably less fascist somehow. At least in a sense.
Yeah, in general.
I am starting to think there was an internal memo
Where they were like, hey, maybe
of-
we shouldn't let the bad guys be Nazis anymore.
Yeah, maybe now we dial back the Nazi
Yeah,
thing.
let's maybe X-nay.
We forgot why we did this in the first place, or whatever.
X-nay on the Ashism Fae.
I mean, there's still fascist murderers trying to kill millions of people.
I mean, fascist
So, like,
question mark?
That hasn't changed. I don't know what they want. They want to kill
they want
everybody
world
and then
dumb
take
of
control.
nation. But I don't know if that
They're-
necessarily makes them fascists.
They feel kind of fascist in a way wherein it's not so explicit as to make children be very aware of it.
Mm-hmm.
We're not
Like, we
doing
can look at-
slideshows on Hitler anymore.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, we can look at this and be like, but like, I don't think any 10-year-old 50 years ago would have been like, oh no, they put Nazis in my Kamen Rider show.
Put
Not
Kamen Riders
again.
in my Nazi show.
Yeah?
History Channel gets invaded by
Hell
Kamen
yeah.
Rider.
He just shows up. What the fuck? That's not how that happened. Check your history book again, motherfucker. We're gonna change
Yeah.
some shit. Old Kamen Rider got himself a time travel machine.
Grover Cleveland's secret time machine.
Yeah. Go do a little punching. What? Anyway, there's one last check of the synopsis, so let's get on through it, huh? In the hospital, Oh, right.
Oh, wait, hold on. We gotta talk about the first cutaway.
Yeah, please.
Well, I kind of forget what I wrote this note about, but I'll cover the part before it of we get some amazing action figure.
Yes!
Action figures slamming together in explosions.
Yeah. Yeah, so Hongo gets on the bike, he tries to go rescue Taki. Crabat goes to intercept, and that is a toy-on-toy collision. That is absolutely excellent.
Just like fucking kicks him away or something. Like,
I truly don't remember exactly
it's
what happened.
It's so weird because it's just a toy just like falling off the ledge.
And then we as we are seeing Taki drive down the road, we cut to the diorama shot with the truck triple the size of the road set that we've made. That truck was so big.
It was where the set was so small. Hard to say.
Just a big ass truck, small set.
I will also say we also get our first use of green screen.
Yes.
Or some kind of projection
on the bike
display. Because they're struggling on the bike itself, and then the fucking action figure shot where his bike just goes woo, off the little tiny set, and Crabat just ascends.
I have to go now. My planet needs me.
Yeah, for real.
Crabat died on the way to his home planet.
Thank God.
God, it's such a good explosion shot too, because it's so clearly bigger than the set.
So clearly.
But that explosion is huge for a model set.
I think truly my favorite thing is, and this is maybe not like a thing if you're like a little 10-year-old in the 70s watching this when it originally airs, but as a grown-ass man in the year of our Lord 2022, watching the footage cut from live action to a diorama and knowing damn well what's about to happen was so enjoyable.
It's such a special feeling going.
We're about to blow
we
something
switched.
up. Yeah. Oh baby, here we go. Kazuya Taki is gonna die.
He's fucking dead. Oh, just kidding.
Shut
Kids,
out
he
of
jumped
luck.
out at the last second. It's a fun transition. They do a really good job because like the truck explodes, and then we cut back to Taki who had jumped out of the truck to reveal that he had jumped out of the truck. And we get the remnants of the explosion, like tires bouncing away from the vehicle. It's such a nice touch.
Stuff. Never say that this show didn't know what to do with special effects.
Yeah, they tried.
they tried a lot. They did good stuff with special effects sometimes, damn it. And I, for one, am quite a fan. So we need to talk about a thing. And the reason why I say we need to talk about a thing is because the first line of this next part of the synopsis is, and I quote, "In the hospital, Crabat comes to destroy the last evidence of the death of the Shocker combat men."
Yeah.
What hospital? How did we get there?
The hospital.
Why are the Shocker combat men there? Oh, of course.
Yeah. I'm glad we've cleared that up.
No, you're right. Once you said that, I realized that they did actually know. So thank you.
Oh, of course, happy to help.
I'm so glad you're here, B-Jobs. So audience, we know that you know as well. Vote now on your phones.
We hope. We hope you know at this point. I don't know. I truly don't know how many of you are weirdos who don't watch the episode first.
Again, seriously, I know we've said this before, but if you don't watch Kamen Rider, but you listen to this podcast, please tell us what that experience is like. Because it has to...
What the hell do you think this show
truly
is?
You must be listening to the ravings of fucking insane people.
isn't that just any content with us in it in general?
A little
I think
bit.
I
is
mean-
liable to.
Listen, yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, if you enjoy listening to our ravings just in a general sense, thank
you!
thank
I-
you.
I'm sorry for your
I'm-
condition.
I'm sorry.
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 Haven't gotten to that shit yet.
Oh, yeah, true.
I apologize.
Yeah, but thank you. You're pretty goddamn cool. If you've decided, hey, I like listening to these nut jobs babble about nothing for 3 hours on end
With no
with
context.
no context.
I can babble about nothing. I can certainly do
Yeah,
that.
B drops can
It's a
babble with
little
nothing.
too easy.
Oh, there he goes.
So the hospital,
The hospital
question,
question.
is that one that is the university
Yep,
hospital
Jonan
that
University
Hongo
Hospital.
works at.
Mine.
Nope, wrong.
No, that's different. That's next episode.
We have two different hospitals
It's
and they're
not
both mine.
yours.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not yours.
Yeah,
Give it back.
you have to share.
No.
Drop it. Drop it.
No! Being in your hospital. No! You're like literally an asshole. Oh shit. Fuck.
Anyways.
Hey, Hongo works there. Remember Hongo?
Yeah, you remember Hongo?
Do you
Remember
remember
his
Takeshi
job?
Hongo and how he's like a
Biochemist.
Yeah,
Chemist.
600 IQ brain genius Takeshi Hongo. You remember that? Well, it's plot
Well, they
relevant
remembered.
again. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
because
goodness.
he took bodies to do biochemistry on them
Yeah.
later.
He was like, I'm gonna take these to my homie. I also like because it seems like all is lost because we did just blow up a truck full of dead combat men. And then as we were walking out of the university, Tachibana's like, boy, Gel Shocker really ain't so hot, huh? They didn't even notice that I smuggled one of those corpses out there. Which, like, shit, dog, neither did we.
You're very selfie, Tachibana.
Yeah, like,
Good
maybe
job.
you're just a badass, Tachibana. Did you ever consider that? Because what the fuck?
Every day.
Yeah, well,
I think Tachibana is a person who is well aware of how hot shit
you
he
think
is.
he wakes up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy? That's
Little bit.
fair.
But he doesn't brag
Yeah.
about it.
No, it's not in his character, too, is the thing.
Stay humble.
Humble king. We stand. We simply have no choice.
And we get extremely casual Taki.
Yeah, truly the most casual we have ever seen Kazuya Taki. What white long sleeve shirt pants? That's all we
it.
got.
He's got knee-high boots and fingerless gloves. The latter are kind of constant accessories, but
This is
still,
true.
it's almost refreshing to see him
He
in
did
such
have
a
the boots.
plain look.
Yeah, refreshing to see Taki in such a cosplayable look.
Yeah, I could just do like a closet cosplay of that right now.
Do it, and then send us pictures.
Famous episode 80 Taki.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you've heard of him. You know, if you're a devoted
You
fan.
know what the real test of that is, B? Is we gotta go to our local this year with you in that cosplay and see if literally anyone,
Nobody. Not a single
right?
person.
Like, probably not. But if one person,
Oh,
that'd be insane.
I don't know. Are the boots like enough to be like to signal, hey, this might be a specific outfit?
I don't
And
know.
the fingerless gloves?
Because, and I mean this in the kindest way possible, but when you go to things like anime conventions, people just dress like that anyway.
God, yeah.
It's true. It's true.
And I carry you all.
Yeah, filthy weebs.
Yeah, I don't know.
What, are we any
You
better?
know,
Making a
ninjas.
podcast
Yeah,
about...
Kamen Rider podcast.
Yeah, we're doing a Kamen Rider podcast. We literally cannot judge anyone for being too weeby.
All the more reason for us to show up, though. We got Shmanas, so we can do a panel next year.
Who wants to come to the long time watcher, first time rider panel in Texas?
Yeah, you can.
I have so many people in my life who've said, like, I wouldn't mind meeting you. I'd prefer if you came to me, though.
Everyone wants you to go to them. Fuck you. You have to come to us. Come suffer in the Texas heat. We'll get margaritas. It'll be great.
Oh, well, that last part sounds nice.
I'm gonna pump y'all motherfuckers so full of tequila you won't be able to think straight.
I will bring the salt.
I don't think straight as
Yeah,
is.
Gay!
Gay! Gay!
We gotta be careful with that or it's gonna start sounding like the sound effect someone uses when they jump in Jet Set Radio. You know how those niggas always be making noises when they jump?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Gay! 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 Alright! Gay!
I'm doing the noise tank one.
Man, shout out Noise Tanks. Love those guys.
Those guys own, and I think they look worse in Jet Set Radio Future.
That's
my
agree
hot
with
take.
you, actually. So, take maybe not that hot.
I don't think it's that hot. I think a lot of people are like, man,
OG Noise Tank look
not
the
as
best,
cool.
for sure. We'll say Poison Jam did get an upgrade, though. We cannot start on this. I will talk about Jet Set Radio for years. We gotta go.
We have to go.
So anyway, yes, we've smuggled a corpse into Jonan University Hospital so it can be examined by
somebody.
Hongo's friend is what he's called, and he's not given
His fellow
a
researcher.
position of any kind. Is he qualified for this?
Maybe it's his senpai.
Who knows?
He had a senpai once, right?
Surely.
Yes.
That guy's still alive,
Surely he must have.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Oh.
I just like the idea of Hongo getting one of his buddies on tap to examine this corpse, and said buddy being like, my field of research is in mathematics. I don't fuck with this in the slide. I can't analyze a corpse for you? What?
I thought you were in biology.
My good sir, what are you talking about?
This is a multi-course college, Hongo. We're not all in the biochem course.
Takeshi-kun, did you listen to me ever when I talked about what I do? I'm a little hurt,
Hongo,
honestly.
I thought
we were
friend,
friends, but you you know, you never
gotta
took an
go.
interest in me in the slightest.
I gotta go.
I have a class in 15 minutes. I have to go.
Hongo,
thank God that's over. Now back to fighting Shocker.
Why did we do that?
because because truly, if Hongo has proven anything, it is that his interpersonal relationship skills are not stellar.
That's more than fair.
Like, I love the man to death, but also, remember, hey, here's a callback to an episode I recently listened to, which was the first one. Y'all remember in episode 3 of the show, where his supposed friend walks into a house he's in unannounced, and his first response is to put him in a goddamn headlock? Pepperidge Farm remembers.
That's the difference between friendship and best
Yeah,
friendship.
that's true.
It
Yeah.
was dark.
Okay, but also then the dude was like, hey, Hongo, it's me, and he didn't let go.
Well, that's moving a little beyond best
Oh,
friendship.
fair enough.
And it's no longer our
Yeah.
business.
So what you're saying is Taki gets put in headlocks every now and again.
Perhaps.
Fair enough.
Only with
Fade to
Hayato.
Yeah.
we know the ships are actually are Tachibana and Honk.
Yeah, that's fair.
Element for life.
black.
For life.
So yes, let's get on with the synopsis proper now that we have explained anything that happened in the first sentence. In the first 3 words of the first sentence. So yes, in the hospital at the college, Crabbat comes to destroy the last of the evidence of the death of the Shocker Combat Man. Hongo tells Taki to follow the car Crabbat is in so they can find the Gel Shocker headquarters. After defeating some more Gel Shocker Combat Men, they find the base in the cave. Later inside the cave...
Oh, so that skipped everything.
Yeah, it sure did. They're playing a little fast and loose with it.
Yeah. We're introducing all of our Gel Shocker playsets today, including the motorcycle playset. Yeah. In which our motorcycle team chases down Taki, who decided to get off his bike at some point when he was tailing them.
Well, so he's riding along, he hears Gel Shocker, and then he gets off his bike? And then when he sees them show up on motorcycles, he doesn't think, I should probably get back on my bike, huh?
No, he just starts running as they throw grenades at him. We get one of the best commercial cutaways ever. Good. As they set off an explosion behind him and he jumps off a hill and it freeze frames.
You know that shit was in the Japan Action Club reel for years.
It was so good. It was
fucking choice.
We really haven't done a whole lot of freeze frames in this show, come to think of it.
Not a very freeze frame
for the 70s, you'd think there'd be more.
Maybe it just wasn't very trendy in Japan yet.
It is 72 at this point.
I don't know.
So, still early goings.
Trendsetters.
Trendsetters. So yeah,
I wonder, I got, sorry, my brain just sort of went like, I wonder what the earliest example of using a freeze frame as a break or ending shot is.
That's a good question.
In media.
Good question.
First freeze frame. Is that ever gonna get... Oh. The first known freeze frame was in Alfred Hitchcock's 1928 film Champagne.
Really?
I don't think that's exactly what I was talking about, but you know. Huh.
Well,
interesting though.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you,
Hitchcock.
Alfred.
Yeah, no, not exactly what I was referring to, but there's not... I mean, Lost in Space is credited to use freeze frame cliffhangers. 1965.
Okay.
So, there's probably one of the earliest television examples, at least in American television. So, it's sort of been a thing. But, you know, you gotta get something good with it, right? You can't just freeze frame on nothing.
Yeah, well, they sure got something fucking good with it.
No, yeah, this time they're like, we gotta get that.
Yeah, truly a supremely choice freeze frame.
Someone had a vision. And then we get the like weird mechanic that I don't know if it's ever gonna get brought up again of like taking out a leader, making the rest of the mooks scatter.
I don't think that was real. I'm gonna be honest. I think that think Hongo was just saying some shit.
He's just calling shit without any proof. I believe it. He does a really cool roll as he dies, but like they try to squeeze information out of him,
which they get.
He reveals that, which they do in classic Shocker fashion, but not all of it, not exactly what they wanted. So Gel Shocker's at least getting a little bit.
I mean, they got a lot,
but they don't have to. They don't have to enact Shocker Law, though, because Shocker Law is built into
Shocker Law comes pre-installed.
They gave them the lysine contingency from Jurassic Park. They just die if they're not monitored for long enough.
Which is very funny, not only just thinking about it as a concept itself, but also the fact that this guy exploded, like, I'm gonna say, like, 20 to 30 seconds after he was kind of separated from the group, To which I can't help but wonder, like, off-screen beyond the hill, those guys who most assuredly did not make it to base in time, did they just explode collectively on the other side of those rocks?
They were taking their pills on the bikes.
Yeah. Yeah, right? They rounded the corner and took their meds. Their anti-explosion
medicine.
You know, I should probably be taking that too. You never know.
Antidepressants, call that my anti-explosion medication.
Zoloft. Now I won't blow up.
They also said they have to take it every 3 hours. Which, when you think about, like, the real-life repercussions of that is kind of terrifying in the sense that you can't even sleep.
No.
No. You're a shocker mook now. You don't get to do nothing. Naps. I have to imagine there's some they are some form of genetic freak, so maybe they can do other things and not need it as much. But also, you know, it's evil.
They're simply forcing them to
stay up. It probably sucks.
It is tremendously evil, yeah.
It's an interesting way to deal with the I suppose problem you could say the series used to have of Hongo constantly kidnapping shocker mooks. Because that truly was his favorite pastime.
We love taking these guys and making
them talk. Really.
It's very easy, actually.
Which, to be fair, I will miss our required shot of Shocker Mook sitting tied up in someone's apartment looking real upset.
It's true. I'm gonna miss it too.
It. Yeah, just a Mook sitting in the quintessential armchair in the motor club. So very good. So angry. And then he spills his guts instantly.
Yeah. And then his guts get spilled.
Usually by like a monster of some kind.
Or a knife through a window. Why do we keep this shit open? I would never open my window ever again if I lived in Kamen Rider
One knife
world.
goes through that shit and fucking boards start going up.
No,
We're done.
We are barring this.
We're done. I'm not fucking with y'all.
You keep
knife
doing
through
this.
my fucking window. Indeed.
Good sir.
Oh no, my window has been left askew. I hope someone does not throw a knife through it.
B. Not right now.
Opens mouth.
I have been accosted.
Isn't that what you wanted?
But not with the knives you want.
I am simply not used to being accosted by King Fats. This is completely out of the ordinary.
This is fair. Normally,
I have been blindsided.
Normally, I am the one saying "live your best life," but the emphasis there is life. B. I would have a personal preference for you continuing to stay alive for a bit.
You wouldn't know if I would die.
I'm not trying to risk it, dog.
I'm built different.
I could make it. It happens.
We don't know till I try.
B, you are such a good friend of mine, and I love you so much, but I am 95% sure that you have the constitution of a weak thin. You are built different in the bad way.
You have never seen me fall down a set of stairs.
No, I have not. Mostly because I'm pretty sure you wouldn't survive that.
I have survived that countless times, is my point.
Okay, well, rip to me, I guess. Because I guess you are built a little more different than I thought.
Well, I am probably sturdier than I look, I can assure you.
The point is, I don't know if you're just should be out here taking stray knives to the anything. And I would prefer that you not fuck around and find out.
Deprived.
Listen, there are other ways that you can be horny. I'm so willing to support you. it being horny in,
Well, now we
in
have to
any
move
other
on.
way.
Well, now we have to leave immediately.
Just stop trying to get stabbed.
Immediately! He dies! He blows up!
Explodes.
Yeah, I didn't take his
I
name.
forgot to write this note, but I did say while watching the podcast that was also, or watching the episode, that is also what happens to me after Nickel shot Night at the Hoolands. It is a very good explosion. It is another one kind of in the same vein of, I forget which kaijin is the one that just goes face down and he burps and then he gets set on fire. But it is in a similar vein to that. Go watch that explosion at some point in time. I believe that should get us to, because the rest of it's just kind of B-roll of us getting onto this island and then walking around.
Yeah, we gotta go to Shocker Island to do the graduation ceremony or whatever.
Yeah, we're having our merger ceremony.
Man, we already had our debut, and now we're graduating?
Yeah, well,
Gel Shocker's VTuber career. Not
yeah,
doing good.
not.
It's happened. Some people have graduated before debuting.
That's wild.
Okay, you may laugh. The real life truth is that those people are contracted with agencies and breach their terms before they debut.
Yeah,
That's
fair.
rough.
That's rough, and it has happened.
I just don't understand why they
I
call it
still laugh a
graduating.
little.
What a...
It's an
what a-
idol thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, idol culture is in there. It's in there deep.
But, like, saying graduating makes it seem like they're gonna move on to bigger and better things, as opposed to just, like...
That's the hope.
I guess it's
I
fair.
mean, not necessarily within the same field, just, moving on with their life onto different ventures or what have you.
I guess that's fair. Interesting choices of terminology. Anyway.
Yeah. It's supposed to be a softening euphemism kind of thing,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, that's fair. Suppose it's definitely
Speaking
better
of-
than just being like, hey, so-and-so got shit canned.
Yeah.
Or
I mean, people
even
know when it
alternatively
happens,
worse,
but-
hey, so-and-so is sick of you assholes and she fucking quit.
Oof.
Which I feel like are probably the only two options.
I'm graduating from
Yeah.
you jerks.
I'm graduating
better
from having to
things.
deal with you stinky nerds. Bye. Take a shower, you fucking melee players.
Godspeed. Oh my goodness.
Absolutely annihilating all the otaku in Japan. Come get me.
I feel like I'm supposed to defend people as the only actual, VTuber here,
No,
but
true. Well, to be fair, I'm sure VTubers are not quite so cruel as real idols. Or maybe they're worse. Who knows?
it depends on many factors, including whether you are indie or contracted and with
True.
whom.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the difference between hobbies, part-time jobs, and full-blown careers.
Ain't that the truth?
In any case, though, there are other truths to
Yeah,
unveil.
like what's inside this cave?
Roast chicken.
I don't know. We searched all night, though.
Well, there's no restriction, but there is Tobe Tachibana lying on the bed. You like
What
like
the-
how I transitioned into an actual sentence in the synopsis? Pretty neat.
Kinda.
Anyway, Crabat tells them if they want him alive, they must not resist and allow themselves to be taken by Gel Shocker. To which Hongo and Taki concede. Cravat reveals that the Tachibana is in fact Geldum's chief in disguise.
Oh,
Yeah.
psych!
That's me, Austin!
I literally wrote that down.
The weird thing is, for some reason I forgot to actually write "It's me, Austin."
It's me.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Who are you?
Oh, he's
This
General Black. Never mind the
From
never mind the fact
Africa.
that he's Asian.
He's dressed in black. He's the Black Knight.
He's back in black, if you will.
He wants your money.
It's true.
He's also winking at you. I did not realize until the next episode that he's going for some sort of like eye twitching thing, but it doesn't work, and he looks like he's just giving you a dad wink. It's
How
a
you doing,
little
sport?
weird. Yeah.
Check
Hey,
out-
sport, how you doing?
I'm gonna check something based off of comments that we made while watching this.
Check out my drill hand. Wink.
Yeah, remember that for later.
It won't be back. Remember it so you can miss it.
This will be a tool for later.
I hope so. I hope it comes back when we least expect
Same.
That would be great.
it. Dorito. You?
Okay, so as far as I can tell, it is in fact just the same dude the whole time. But it sure not look like him.
Yeah, he kind of, something about him really shifted from episode to episode.
Maybe the makeup really changed, and there's also the lighting shift.
Yeah,
as well.
I think it was probably
That's
the
true.
makeup. But yeah, it's as far as I can tell, it seems to just be the same. Damn, this is a hell of a picture. It seems to just be the same actor. And, sorry, I'm looking through pictures trying to get a better look at this dude.
Look at this
Look at
dude.
this dude. His lips. And I saw a picture from Shin Kamen Rider Spirits, and you know how distracting those are. Yeah, seems to just be the same
that's
actor, but it really does not look like the same actor. It's weird. It's very strange.
Faces are weird.
Faces are weird sometimes. Lighting is strange.
Faces.
And he's got a big old helmet too. Like, that helmet must not be doing him any favors in the lighting department whatsoever.
Dark helmet.
No.
Yeah, really.
Star Wars hasn't even come out yet.
They fucking
Trendsetter.
they stole it from him.
Trendsetter. George Lucas was looking at all kinds of Japanese
true.
media for that, so. But I think he was more going for the samurais.
The real kicker would have been if halfway through one of the fights, Darth Vader turned into like a snake rabbit.
Okay,
That
that would have
would've
been
been so
so
hype.
cool, though.
That was so awesome, yeah. He turns into a
Yeah,
womp.
I'm the fucking Sith Kaijin.
Massacre.
And then Luke Skywalker can transform. It'll be great. Here's my proposal for Star Wars 2, the good version.
Famously shitty Star Wars 2. I'm gonna fix this.
Listen, I don't know if you've heard about this little thing called Star Wars. It's pretty popular, even though it sucks ass. I had the thought, what if Star Wars is good, actually?
Oh. We're going to get in trouble.
Fucking, they can come at me. I give no shits. You fuckers don't
God.
appreciate Frank Oz, and you shouldn't have him.
You're right. I was thinking about the whole Yoda being a true Muppet thing, because this is like an old PvP comic where they're talking about Muppets and how Yoda is a Muppet, and how Muppets are defined by their failures, and how Yoda is actually a really huge failure.
He did kind of fuck up big time, actually, is the thing.
Like multiple times.
Definitely,
Dude's a Muppet through and through.
Dude's a Muppet through and through.
The only exception to this rule is Ralph.
True.
Or
Ralph is a good boy.
he's like Ralph's like Muppet Jesus.
The Muppet
Yeah?
side.
What?
He is risen.
He was safety pinched to the cross.
All
Man,
right.
no crucifixions in these
Yeah,
episodes.
I have a feeling that Gel Shocker is going to be like, we're not about that shit.
I'm gonna be real sad if we never see him.
We'll see. Maybe we'll crucify fucking General Black when he dies.
When the time comes. Maybe we'll crucify Shocker.
No, later. That'd be good. That'd be fitting. Anyway, later on, General Black gives a speech telling all members of Gel Shocker the reason as to why Gel Shocker, not Gel Shocker. Gel Shocker.
It's so hard.
Telling all members of Gel Shocker the reason as to why Geldom merged with Shocker. Suddenly, a transformed Hongo comes out, telling him he will never die as long as Gel Shocker exists.
Okay. What a line for what comes
that's
up.
Not, I don't know if that's what he actually says, but what a great way to set up the end of this episode. What the fuck? Yeah, he was telling him
we'll see about that.
Die as long as Gel Shocker exists. Takeshi tells Hongo to follow General Black while fighting Crabat. Crabat's flying attack creates an explosion which seemingly engulfs both him and Hongo, the two falling into the sea.
Is that what we... Is that what we're going with?
What we're going with.
Because it looked like Kamen Rider turned himself into a missile.
Rocket launcher!
Shot himself... Like, for real, like, it's so set up that he's the one who just hit him so hard that they both fucking exploded.
It was more toy-on-toy action. Yeah, it really does look like he just body checks him so hard in midair that they both fucking explode.
Fucking Rider Kamikaze. His secret technique.
Yeah, the ultimate move that no one can defeat. What are you gonna do with Rider Mania comes for you?
Didn't know he was an Electrode.
Yeah, well, you're about to find out.
It's a cool use of action figure.
Yeah.
This time, it's still a little funny, but like, it gets the job done of him just rocketing at him, and then a big ol' explosion and a fireball into their little ocean.
Playset, yeah.
Ocean model, yeah. Shocker Island playset.
And
I can't
go ahead.
Kamen Rider's fucking
Kamen Rider's fucking dead.
Yeah, I can't believe it. He's dead. Turn it off during the ending. Just turn it off.
It's fucking.
It truly needs to be acknowledged.
They were so close.
That this Jikai was going on and on about Kamen Rider. He's dead. Oh my god, what is going to happen now that the Kamen Rider is dead? Here's a bunch of clips of everyone being sad and no Kamen Rider. Oh, wait, fuck, we threw a clip of Kamen Rider.
They were so committed until literally the last, 2 seconds.
Yeah.
For some ungodly reason, they sabotaged their entire setup and just showed a clip of Kamen Rider fighting the new enemy in the preview for next episode. Wow. Tripped at the finish line and ended up in last place. Really. Terrible. Before we go to the ad break, should we say the episode of or the next episode's name, just so people can stew on that for a couple minutes?
You know what? I like the way that you think, B-Drops. So yeah, we as is the norm for this show, we've finished the first episode, so we're gonna sojourn to a brief ad break. And then when we come back from that, we're gonna start on episode 81. Kamen Rider dies twice.
Think about what that means.
Yeah, think about that.
Please.
Let that one sit in your brain juice for a bit. And then listen to some great ads, and then we'll be right back.
Comment below what the hell you think Kamen Rider dies twice as the episode title following an episode where the ending was Kamen Rider dying, and then the preview spoils that he's not dead. What do you think this episode is going to be about? Yes.
The Kamen Saya.
Don't mind if I do.
We will see y'all in a bit. Have a good one.
God.
We hope you've been enjoying the show so far. If you want to see more from us, check out the Twitter, @FirstRidePod. You can also check out the SoundCloud, which is soundcloud.com/first-time-rider. You can also follow us individually on Twitter. KingFats is @KingFats95 with the same Twitch. I, the Magical Whale Gopher, am @WhaleGopher on Twitter and twitch.tv/themagicalwhalegopher. Action Shakespeare can be found on Twitter @ThatGalInTheHat and on her Twitch, Action Shakespeare. That's ACTN Shakespeare. B-Drops can be found @BDropsArt on Twitter, and on Twitch they can be found twitch.tv/bdrops. Additionally, if you still want more, you can check out Tales of Harbor. It is a tabletop role-playing game featuring B-Drops and Action Shakespeare, along with our editor, Wordsy. You can find them over on Twitter @HarborTales. And you may also use the hashtag to promote the show with a chance to get your name used in it. Lastly, we have a Patreon up, and any support is fantastic, and if you donate at the $5 tier or higher, you will get a shout out, and that includes lovely people like Public Opinion, RP, and Deadode. Additionally, you can find stickers and note synopses of the episodes and our individual thoughts, and it is a silly time to read through all of that and try to parse together some of our thought processes through the episodes. Honestly, a good time. Without further ado, please enjoy the rest of the show.
That, ladies and
Keep
gentlemen,
that in.
That, ladies and gentlemen, was the sound of us collectively hitting the sign. We're back at it again at Krispy Kreme, and we're going to keep rolling right along with episode 81. Kamen Rider dies twice. What could it mean?
Boston cream.
Did you think Boston cream? Steamed items.
Think about foods now.
Boston cream.
Yo, they got jelly filled in here?
I am such an old fart, and I have a slight preference for old-fashioned.
It's right in the name.
Yeah. Look,
everyone, does anyone like them? Every time I bring them up, everyone's like, "Oh, they're so bland, and it's just bread." And
what, just like a plain glazed donut, or?
No, they're called old-fashioned. They are not glazed. They are not dusted with sugar, but they are kind of like they're kind of cake-like, and they are sweetened.
I usually see old fashions just glazed anyways.
Yeah.
People tend to do the.
God, I don't want glaze on my old fashions.
I appreciate old fashioned in theory, but in practice, I don't think I've actually eaten that many. Especially because a lot of times when I'm buying donuts, they are in conjunction with some other breakfast food. So instead of buying a donut, I just get a dozen donut holes.
Very fair. I care donuts. I care old-fashioned donut holes. I like old-fashioned donuts. Please tell us in the comments below, 1, how you think Kamen Rider is going to die twice, and 2,
what's your favorite
what
donut?
is your favorite kind of donut?
Now that you've done that, welcome back.
Yeah.
Tell us your preference for rings or holes.
Yeah. I am as much as I love donuts of all kinds and other donut adjacent pastries like cinnamon twists and bear claws, and sometimes I can really go to town on a good apple fritter. I am a donut hole bitch. I will fucking cut people for donut holes. I love donut holes so much. I don't know what it is about the concept of what if you made a donut smaller and poppable that gets me turned as shit.
I mean,
but
that might be just, you might have summed it up quite succinctly.
Maybe it is that. Maybe it's just what if a donut was smaller and poppable, and I fucking start Fortnite dancing. I lose my shit.
I personally prefer donut holes for a much less exciting reason, that they are much easier to portion.
True. That too. So, it's a lot easier to be like, I'm just gonna have a couple donut holes. Especially
If I'm going for donuts, I'm not portioning.
Yeah, exactly.
Like-
That's the problem with donuts. Is it's
I'm
so
committed.
easy to eat like one donut and be like, "That was delicious," and also not even remotely filling. Time for 8 more.
Yeah.
Super fair. I unfortunately am built different in a bad way, and if I eat too many donuts in one day, I will literally incapacitate myself.
True. Honestly, though, I think that's a pretty common issue. You get enough of those motherfuckers in you, and shit starts shutting down.
Oh no, I shut down in a whole different way.
Yeah, true that.
This is not just eating too many carbs, I assure you.
Yeah, very incredibly valid.
I'm die.
Please don't.
I try
Please,
to-
please donut die.
Man. I got a Krispy Kreme right by my house. I kind of want to hit that up sometime. It has been long enough where I should get a donut again, or just go to one of the many local donut places and not support a chain.
Get an old fashioned in my name, and then
I'll
tell
go
me
to
how much you hate it, and I'll cry.
I'll go to. You know what? Maybe I might commit. I might hit up Froggy Donuts.
Ooh, that's a good name for a
just
donut
because
place.
I like their name. I hope they're
It's
still
precious.
open. It's spelled with 1 G, so it might be Froggy Donuts.
Froggy donuts.
Froge.
Anyways,
Froggy.
that place, I've been there once. It's cute. I think it's just like a place. I think that might be the owner's last name, and it's just run by some people.
You
For
know,
years.
those are the
Some
best-
old-
those are
some
the
old
best kind of
folks,
donut
you
place,
know?
though.
Some old folks that started a donut shop.
That's so sweet, though. I don't know why that backstory almost always makes me cry on the spot.
Oh no,
I'm getting emotional as we see just the idea of
Hey.
this old couple and they start a little shop and they want to sell their food.
Hey, remember that time earlier in the episode when we were making jokes about how B's weakness is that he cares too much? This is the shit we were talking about.
It looks like they're still open. Alright, that's good.
There was
Oh, thank God.
a video I saw on Twitter
Google's tells me anyway.
about essentially the premise was that Winnie the Pooh was like the CEO of a major company, but he didn't want to have to downsize because he would hurt the feelings of his employees if he fired them. And I thought about sending it to B, and I was like, no, I will ruin him.
They'll be inconsolable.
inconsolable.
Oh God, yeah.
I was like, I cannot possibly do this.
Even though you sent me the freaking Orchifant memes.
Yeah, I did. I have admittedly sent worse.
More chiffon.
Shake sends me nice Orchifant art.
Listen,
I send you anything I get.
And
Literally,
I
if I see
appreciate
it,
you have to. I don't come
like
across
it.
that much Horsefant art on my feed's just not built that way. I apologize. And also, I
Listen,
think
it's
the Final
okay.
Fantasy 14 fandom isn't built that way because my feed is just kind of general Final Fantasy 14 shit, and then Horsefant doesn't come up that often. And it's like, yo, what's going on here? There we go.
Yeah, you got a little froggy donut in your throat.
Yeah.
Man, I'm probably gonna do that tomorrow. I'm gonna. Just you wait. I'm gonna get up in the morning and everything.
Oh,
We have not spoken an iota.
And then I'm gonna
about
watch
Kamen
Kamen
Rider.
well, it's about goddamn time. We were on too good of a pace anyway.
Where he is bashing his head into the glass.
God, I wish I could
In
hear the
retrospect.
tinks. Please do not tap on the glass sign.
We are wild animals.
Yeah.
You can only feed us the donut holes that you get out of the little vending machines.
Before midnight.
I'm the fucking gorilla that was on Twitter a couple of days ago for walking into the pen and sliding over the glass so you could show people his butt. Love that dude.
What a guy.
You just slide
Wow.
into it. My
Well.
man glides across that fucking enclosure. It's graceful as shit.
You know what else is graceful?
Kamen Rider's second death. Let's talk about it.
Kamen Rider died.
Yes.
Kamen Rider's fucking dead. Long live Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
Let's mourn him.
Kamen Rider is dead in this episode 81, that originally aired on October 14th, 1972. It starts a little something like this. The episode opens by re-showing the fight between Krabat and Kamen Rider. You can tell by the difference in comfort levels that I wrote this one.
Yeah, oh man. Just right off the bat, it was kind of weird to see something that should be very normal in a TV series in Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, a continuation of a plot point.
Whoa, holy shit.
A previous plot point led into another plot point.
Whoa, what the fuck?
What the fuck? Previously on Kamen Rider.
Yeah, last time.
It was crazy.
Hongo and the other Rider warriors faced off against Krabat. And the new forces of Gel Shocker.
In a desperate attack, Kamen Rider rocketed forward at the cost of his own life.
How
will happen to the Rider fighters?
How will the Rider fighters be able to face the wrath of Gel Shocker now? And is Kamen Rider truly dead for sure?
Find out
now.
This episode. Kamen Rider's alive is what the
episode's called Kamen Rider's alive. Oh, they would absolutely do that shit.
I distinctly remember. I have such fond memories of an actual, like, I believe it was like, is Goku going to die? And the episode is called The Death of Goku.
Yeah. Is Goku going to die? Yes.
See you next week.
Yeah, see you next time on Thunder. Holy shit. Oh, God bless that show. Okay, the episode opens by re-showing the fight between Krabat and Kamen Rider, and his subsequent death. Taki joins Tachibana and the Rider Girls, they're just here now, and attempts to console them. They head back to the kids' core, where Tachibana and Taki attempt to comfort the others. They hear a knock on the door, and see a funeral arrangement, and a note of condolence from Gel Shocker.
So I made this reference while we were watching it. There's, God, it's I think it was featured in Super Dickory, and I have the comic right next to me. There's one issue where, like, the Mafia, I think, like, impersonates Batman and Superman. It's a World's Finest issue.
Oh boy.
Hold on. I have to take this thing out.
Please.
But it's got this just, like, legendary panel that this instantly reminded me of. Because they have, like, a fucking funeral. Like, somebody's claimed to be dead. Because I know the cover of this issue, for the record, the cover of this issue is Superman and Batman force Jimmy Olsen and Robin to dig their own graves.
I've seen that one.
Back in the good old days.
Yeah, no, it's a classic. I have to, but yes, because the actual twist is that there's some mafia dudes who are disguised as our beloved heroes, and maybe Superman has amnesia. I don't know.
Sure, why not? That seems like a plot.
You know, something to sell an issue. Congo Bill. What? I have lost myself.
Bill.
This is the part we edit out. I'm sorry. Congo Bill seems to be a side story included in this issue.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta talk about Congo Bill.
Oh god, I have to find it.
There was a Batman animated movie I watched not too long ago, and I'm struggling to remember which one it was, but it did have a similar. It wasn't like played in a comedic way. What movie was it?
What, with a fake out Batman death?
No, not with a fake out Batman death, but with the Gotham Mafia sends.
Okay, well,
like,
if it
condolences to somebody that they killed.
If it was a Batman animated movie and the plot had anything to do with the fucking Gotham Mafia, it had to be Mask of the Phantasm.
I don't...
Maybe. Okay. I found it. The mafia man dressed as Batman has tricked Superman
Okay.
with a funeral wreath that's full of kryptonite. And the funeral wreath has a beautiful little bow on it and a thing that says "Rip from the Mafia."
Oh, that is so good.
Oh, that's basically exactly this. There's like a knock on the door, and they open it, and there's a little funeral arrangement, and a card that says "Condolences on the death of Kamen Rider" from General Black.
An extra bitch.
What fucking dicks?
And then it explodes.
Yeah, and then it explodes, and Taki forgets how throwing things works. So him also get explode is the thing you got to know about that one.
Yeah, he just runs out into the hallway with it and doesn't like chuck it, or maybe he does, but it's off camera. But he comes back
maybe
singed. He's like singed like a cartoon character.
Yeah, really. Soot on the face, Itoto.
It's so funny. Oh, also, I remembered what movie it is. It was the animated adaptation of The Long Halloween.
Ah.
Batman. He's
Batman.
like Kamen Rider.
Batman,
Yeah.
very similar to Kamen Rider.
A little bit.
He's not as smart.
I'm not
I
going to
don't-
join in
I
on this
do-
as a Batman fan. It depends on who writes them.
That's what you get for being a Batman fan.
I know.
Same thing for Kamen Rider, probably, though.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they have the pitfall of establishing, like, intelligence as a ranking in DC, whereas in Kamen Rider, they just says he has a 600 IQ, like, that's even remotely within the realm of
Possibility.
IQ that we have quantified, let alone, like, even putting aside the biases of the IQ testing methodologies. 600 is an unfathomable number. Like, 150 plus is genius range considered in the real world, so
600, baby.
I don't know what that means.
I'm pretty sure
Better than 5 of those motherfuckers.
I'm pretty sure at 600 IQ you get to start just moving shit with your brain.
I would think.
Like you
but
just have telekinesis.
You see the blueprint of the world. You're like
Yeah.
that guy who was like, "Oh, I saw the grid." It was pretty cool.
Yeah, Kamen Rider sees the Matrix and he rewrites it as he sees fit. The thing is, he doesn't see fit to mess with too much, and that's why we like him. Anyway. Yeah, soon they realize he talks out of the room. Back at the... How the fuck is this pronounced? Because I realized I said Gel Shocker, and that's...
Gel Shocker.
Gel Shocker. Gel Shocker.
Gay shocker. Gay shocker.
Gay Shocker. Yeah, Gay Shocker.
Gay shocker.
How long until we just start saying gay shocker on our own?
Why not just
right
do
now, yeah.
Just let's start.
Back at the Gay Shocker base, General Black and the Shocker leader talk about their plans to deal with the remaining Shocker scientists, and General Black says he plans to release them. One scientist does not believe them, however. Yeah, he thinks
I do
that
not believe them.
you could go so far as to say that he thinks that their actions are pretty sus. Wordsy, this is the part where you added in the amongst the little... No, the other one. The ding, 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 ding. Thank you, Wordsy.
Thank you. If you
We all
managed to
waited.
use the words.
I am almost 1,000% positive you're not going to do that, and that is okay.
Fuck you.
I really like, yeah,
get
I love revving up swear words with an first, like I'm Obama. Fuck you. I'm
get fucked.
not gonna do
Cordially.
that. Blow me. My fellow Americans, suck my dick.
Yeah, that's basically how it went.
Yeah.
Obama.
Kamen
Soda.
Rider.
Sorry.
Se
Every time-
Ikino Masuku.
So yeah, when the shocker is sus.
I remember thinking this was cool that I don't know, the increase of actually having a plot
Yeah.
is continuing to blow me away, and the notion of not just sweeping away shocker mooks, the old version of shocker mooks, and this being like a plot point, how they're cleaning up their old crew,
Yeah, fucking fire sale, everything must go.
starting with the mooks and then the scientist mooks.
Mhm.
Like it was like, oh, and like instantly all of these mooks are humanized.
Yep.
Because they're all just like, oh fuck, we're leaving. We
get
better
you-
take off our masks.
We're being released. They're finally letting us go. I can go see my wife and kids again.
Yeah.
Finally. I guess all of the white face green suit shocker mooks were they were kidnapped, I guess.
The shocker scientists were not just like immediately disposed of like the rest of the garbage. I assume first and foremost because they speak like normal people, and then secondarily because they seemed kind of okay at their jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But apparently that is of no consequence. We will kill them anyway.
Yeah. This
Well,
this
yeah, we
is
gotta run
gay
our
shocker.
experiments.
Why would you run your experiments on the scientists?
We don't need them anymore.
Yeah, we have better ones.
It's not like your operations have truly changed in any meaningful
Whatsoever.
capacity to justify just eliminating these useful resources. I mean, these scientists could be helping you make these weapons.
But B, they know
I
too
mean-
much.
They
It really makes you. Think. Wow, it really makes me think. About the nature of superficial mergers
Yeah.
and the actions they take when they need to cook the books and superficially trim some of the numbers off of their newly acquired company. That's not really an acquire anymore. It's just
that's kind of what happened at my last job. Sad face.
Sad face indeed.
ripped from today's headlines.
Ripped from today's headlines.
Sorry, Batgirl.
Sorry, Batgirl. Rest in pepperonis.
They pulled the producers on you.
Yeah, they kind of did.
Like legit. Speaking of sorry.
Yeah. So on the path.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah. No, that's how those words work. They just didn't feel right.
It's a road.
On the path back, the bus they are on, back home, stops, and the driver reveals that they are going to be used. Oh, that's how I wrote this. The driver reveals they are going to be used to test Shocker's newest plan, and that he is the Kaijin Scorpio Lizard.
Whoa!
Sorry!
Sorry! He's Canadian.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry!
Sorry!
So
That's the noise
obviously
he
we
makes.
had a lot of fun with that throughout the entire episode.
We had a blast with sorry.
It was great.
I'm sorry.
He's very sorry that he is the oxygen destroyer.
He is the oxygen destroyer. That's one thing about him you gotta know.
This man killed Godzilla.
Yeah.
Boo
This man killed Godzilla, but don't worry, we have another, and another, and another, and another.
Another
and
one.
It's a new timeline.
It's
and
cool. I got
this is a
his
branching
bones.
timeline.
Another one.
And another one. And this is a different universe.
That's Roland Emmerich.
I'm going to
Another
crumble
one.
your dust.
Listen, it's
I guess we
fine.
gotta talk about this guy since we didn't have to talk about Crabbat.
Yeah, we need
yes.
to talk about this one. We need to make sure we...
This
I
guy
have to
follows very similar philosophies.
Yeah.
I want to say first and foremost, before we get into the rest of his design that actually, has noteworthy things. He's wearing the same yellow boots as the
Yeah, him
boots,
got
and I'm
yellow
wondering
boots.
if
He
this
sure
is
is.
going to be a trend. He's got his little yellow galoshes on.
And the same belt.
He's ready to go out in the rain.
I don't want my
Shoving the
shorts to get
puddles.
wet.
Gosh,
I
my mother will be very cross with me.
don't know if you knew, but I'm fighting the Kamen Rider later. It's kind of a big deal.
Embarrassed.
Yo. Not to brag. Sorry. Sorry.
very exciting.
Yeah, I've never met a Kamen Rider before, I wonder if you'll shine my belt. Oh, Timmy.
Oh,
Oh,
but
no,
yes,
I've been Rider King.
yeah,
Oh, goodness.
he has the same belt as the gay shocker Mooks as well. So it's a red belt with the new eagle and
With the eagle
snake
and the snake.
coiled around it.
Yeah, giving each
emblem.
other a Christian side hug.
Ain't nothing Christian about that.
True.
I'm so curious, and I know they won't remotely, but it would just be really fun if this emblem was foreshadowing, because if you look closely at it, I do not see partnership with these two animals. It looks like the snake is constricting around the eagle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess you could say that's kind of what happened, since they killed any remaining. It's so weird. It's one of those things where they claim this is a merger, but they killed every shocker worker in the merger. The only person that we assume is still alive, if they're even a person, is Fashy Stashy.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder.
So, perhaps that is the truth. Perhaps we have
Is
stumbled
there a
onto something.
leader to Geldam that is going to be revealed? That's would be my other question.
Yeah.
It's like, who are these guys and who led them, and why are they teaming?
The truth is that they got married.
I mean, that's what I'd hope.
Why
This
do you
is,
think they say gay all the time?
I wanna,
This is
I wanna see his
OKKO all
evil
over again.
husband.
I love those gay husbands very much, unironically. Anyway.
Love gay husbands.
So yeah, working from the bottom up, we got the booties.
Yeah.
We got the little Wayne booties. We got pure black tights.
Pure black.
All the way
This
up.
man is a young lion. He does not get to accessorize.
Yeah. We got the gay shocker belt,
Mm-hmm.
and then we got
And
the split.
and then shit starts to get a little whack.
It looks like they've either taken inspiration from Once Again or repurposed part of the Lizard Man kind of like cobbled mosaic
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
colored scales for one half.
Yeah, so we got the blue pebbled scales look. Not sure what the fuck is going on with that half of the face.
Mm.
It's supposed to be
What's this
this
guy's
is
name?
a weird Scorpio Lizard is the most English name.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I mean, I get it. He is a fusion. he is a scorpion and a lizard.
I'm gonna get out ahead
I
of this
guess.
one, because it seems this is going to be the design philosophy of the Kaijins going forward. Is we're gonna take
was
two
gonna
things
say.
and we're going to slap them together. I am not happy about this development. This shit kind of sucks.
Well, it's not going to be. We actually saw it next episode. Well,
I'm-
actually, shit. No, it was named like fucking.
Fucking Jelly
wait.
Wolf.
Yeah, never
Good
mind.
lord.
He is two things.
The only thing we commented on about the next episode was the fact that Jelly Wolf sucks.
Well, aside from that, but yes. Okay, never mind. It still fits.
May I spoil something about V3 real quick?
Please.
Yeah.
It kind of follows a similar philosophy in an infinitely more fun way.
Okay.
Their theme is animals and weapons, so you get such incredible characters as what was his name? It was something like Harpoon Gun Shark.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is some
It's-
Beast
it's
Wars
just-
shit.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. They just graft some like weapon onto a creature, yet like machine gun porcupine. It's
You
great.
get a bunch of fucking Mega Man X bosses. You get fucking Saber Jaguar.
I was gonna say, yeah, that is just kind of the Mega Man X philosophy, ain't it?
So it does get better, I must say. So I have hopes that this will take an incline sometime between now and V3.
Man, there's a thumbnail in a future episode that does not fill me with a lot of hope.
Oh, yeah.
but it's gonna be very funny to make fun of it.
Well, I'm looking forward to that.
We're gonna like retroactively like shove a bunch of our bottom picks and like up a few spaces with some of these guys.
Boy,
they suck.
That's talk about inspiring confidence.
Yeah, right. But yeah. So with this, he's got half of a kind of like chompy, fangy lizard face.
Mhm.
He's kind of chunky. He's got a big old double chin.
Yeah.
Some kind of freaked up eye.
He's got a real Feed Me Seymour kind of mouth going
A
on.
little bit. I want to hear his jowls jiggle.
Yeah.
And then the other half is just like a scorpion is
It's just a
scorpion its way out of his face.
Yeah.
Kinda.
The other half is a scorpion going, let me out, Jesus Christ, let me out.
It was
Yeah,
like
for real.
parasitic.
Which
This
is kind of
thing-
neat, but it's weird.
It's, yeah. Also, they made his weird grippa the scorpion grippa, but it's not a scorpion claw or a
Yeah,
scorpion
in a weird
tail.
I cannot tell if it is delicious looking.
It's like a
I was gonna
it's
say
like a
this guy
scorpion
reminds
leg or
me of
something.
those gummy worms.
Huh.
A little bit.
do-
He looks
He
a little
he's the best kind of gummy worm, the blue and red one.
Delicious.
Mm.
Also probably arguable, but yeah, vote now. Vote on your phones.
King Fest, tell us, do you have a different gummy worm that is your favorite?
Favorite gummy worm?
Let's see. Yeah, I'm talking trolley sour gummy worms.
Ooh, trolley
I'm in agreement with
sour
Shakes.
gummy worms.
My favorite is also the red and
Here's
blue.
the thing: is I don't eat trolley sour gummy worms enough to say.
Hmm.
I've never.
You don't have a lot of other choices. Is the thing with
I'm.
that pack?
Here's the thing: when it comes to gummy anything, it's usually Haribo in my household,
The gummy bears? Or
right? Or sometimes gummy worms, but yeah, usually the gummy bears. Or
Let's see, what
or
else
it's like obscure fish stuff like Swedish fish or dots.
Swedish fish are not obscure.
They're not super.
They're
They're
lesser utilized.
Yeah.
Are you sure? I don't know. I feel I cannot recall a Halloween where I did not receive some Swedish fish as a
I'm
child.
fucking jealous then. What the shit? I can think of many a Halloween I didn't get any goddamn Swedish fish. This is
I always got Swedish fish, and I can see them at every time I go to the corner store.
where the fuck is your corner
They're-
store? I'm about to rob that shit. I love Swedish fish.
Please don't rob my corner store.
Give me your Swedish fish then.
I can arrange to have some sent to
All
you.
right. I love the shit out of Swedish fish. Like they're so good.
Of the sour trolley gummy worms, your choices are blue red, yellow red,
Okay.
or green orange.
See, I feel,
And I'll accept an argument for yellow red because that's a fun combo of like
yeah,
it's like strawberry lemonade.
I feel like I'd be a yellow red or a green orange kind of guy.
Really?
Yeah. Just especially if my Sour Patch Kids eating is to be of any sort of like basis to go by.
I want these sour bright octopus. What the fuck?
Oh, that sounds
These look
good.
delicious.
I love the octopi.
I've
had
never
'em.
seen these.
Really? Oh my goodness, they're so fun to eat. You eat all the little legs off, and then you bite
Yeah.
off the little. Yeah.
I've definitely seen the sour octopuses. I've never eaten the sour octopuses.
This thing is
I am in
Smart.
general a chocolates kind of guy.
yeah. I like fruit stuff
That's fair.
I have grown to like fruit stuff more.
Yeah,
as far as my
I definitely
sweets are
don't
concerned.
have like a disdain for gummy stuff at all. It's just, if I get the choice, I'd go for chocolate. I will say there was a very long period of time where my movie candy of choice specifically was Nerds Rope.
Oh fuck yeah!
I was a fucking Nerds Rope menace. I loved the shits out of those things.
Those are delightful, though.
Nerds Ropes are so fucking good.
I miss them.
Yeah, they stopped making them, huh?
What?
I think.
I feel like
I don't know.
I haven't seen a Nerds Rope.
I don't see 'em
Maybe it's just
anymore.
because I haven't been looking, but yeah, I feel like I haven't ever seen a Nerds Rope in a while.
No, not Nerds Rope edible. What are you talking about?
Tell me more.
Yo, y'all got Nerds Rope? What gets me high?
The Settable
Okay,
ain't
well,
shit. I'm in the
it looks
Nerds Rope commercial.
It looks like they are still being sold.
Okay.
If you go onto the Nerds website, they'll tell you like where you can buy them
Yeah, but
online or in
where?
stores.
Man,
So you give them the zip code and whatnot.
Amazon really
We are
wants
on
me
a
to
huge
pay
tangent. I'm sorry. It
fucking
is very easy for me to
$7.60.
talk about food.
It's very easy.
Amazon wants me to pay $7 fucking for a pack of Trolley Right Sour Octopus.
What, for like a regular pack?
Buy them from Amazon. They're probably
yeah,
shipping it to you
4.25
from
ounce.
It's not even like a box. Well, fuck that.
Yeah, no.
$7
They're
my
paying
ass.
you for the shipping
Fi-
from the warehouse. Go to your CVS or your Walgreens or whatever on earth you have over there on the West Coast.
Yeah, I know. I got both of those, I think.
We do not
Anyways,
know.
Yeah, you're right. This is a Kamen Rider.
So-
fuck.
the
I
South
think
Welcome.
because you all go like Nerds Rope.
Yes,
Because he is a nerd.
he is a nerd. Yeah,
And he loves rope.
That's talking can tell you about how much Hongo loves him some rope.
Goodness.
Sorry.
So,
Sticks and stones may
this
break his
man
bones.
is probably a fascist. Is his wife also a fascist? I'm curious.
Well, see, this is
Well, or he was kidnapped.
yeah. They like
Or he was kidnapped. I don't know. Because the strange thing is, like, we've seen some people be kidnapped for shockerification. We've assumed was largely just a brainwashing process. But then at a certain point when they started the kids' core, when the diagrams of the shocker mooks came out, it's like, oh, so they're all cyborgs officially then. But then the
well, the shocker
scientists
moves.
don't seem to be brainwashed or cyborgs.
Yeah, they're just kidnapped scientists.
Are they
They've kidnapped scientists so many times.
I guess
Are these
I mean,
just all the dudes who were too scared to fight back? Like, we've
yes,
seen so
exactly.
many scientists that were just like, fuck this.
This is literally just every like shocker scientist kidnapping that one Hongo didn't interfere with, and two, they were too scared to fight back.
I suppose that's fair. I don't know. There's always that small part of me that's like, oh, well, fell on hard times, needed a job, saw the flyers, came in, you know.
Yeah.
What else am I gonna do with my biochemistry degree? Help
now-
society?
Oh, now I am held ransom here forever.
Yeah.
What if Shocker had really good benefits, though?
The scientists did seem pretty happy-go-lucky. They just didn't seem evil. They just
Yeah.
seemed
Right?
like, oh
It just
boy.
seems like guys.
Yeah,
Just
that's
a
like
bunch
that's
of
why
dudes.
I can't believe that they're all like fascists or whatever. They truly seem like they were just like civilians.
But it's also difficult to believe that they were previous to this being held against their will, given their disposition.
Maybe.
Debate down below
Yeah.
in the comments if you feel like it. I don't know. Tell us your favorite flavor of anything you feel like. Tell me what you ate for dinner today. I sincerely do care.
Tell B if you washed your produce.
I will come wash your produce if you didn't wash your produce. I'm very concerned. I will make you a warm and nutritious meal.
I would love that. That sounds delightful.
Very
It does
worried.
sound nice. Anyways, they're
Anyway.
all dead now, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
well, all but one.
except for,
Yeah.
except for very serious man, who I guess owns a hospital.
Well, his
Or
wife,
his wife
does.
does, yeah.
Yeah,
Or it's mine now.
yeah, I guess it's mine.
We haven't even gotten to that point in the synopsis, please.
We are
No, I guess
jumping
not.
ahead.
let me
because
read.
It's
this
relatively
is-
soon.
Yes.
Yeah, it is relatively soon. That's why I'm saying just let me read. So yes, this is the part that we actually ended on. Is where the driver reveals that they are going to be used as Shocker's newest test. They're going to be used to test Shocker's newest plan, and that he is the Kaijin Scorpio Lizard. The untrusting scientist reveals he brought with him a gas mask, which allows him to survive and escape. We then see Tachibana back at the grounds where he trained Hongo. See, there was this part too. Admitting he isn't sure what to do now that he's gone, and that he's lost the will to fight. Poor Tachibana. We then go to I assume this is probably Mine Hospital.
It is me.
Yeah. Where we see the wife of the scientist, whose name is revealed to be Shintaro Mine. She is attacked by Scorpio Lizard as we see Mine arrive at the hospital. We see an injured man confront Shell Shocker, and he reveals himself to be Hongo. As Miss Mine runs away, Hongo and Gel Shocker face off. Hongo realizes that he is not healed enough to face Scorpio Lizard, and so he escapes.
Despite his sassy thrust while he henshins.
He did swang them hips.
Mm.
He said, let's go, girls. Damn, I feel like a writer.
Shit, I kind of want to make that edit now, too. just the opening notes followed by the henshin.
That would be really good.
Pay Action Shakespeare $50.
Really not worth that much. But do it anyways.
Yeah, give Action Shakespeare $50 anyway.
Like, I'll still probably make this thing no matter what.
Hell yeah.
If I remember. But you should just give me $50. Please.
Yeah.
I want to buy Splatoon 3.
This is fair. You should give me $50 because I want to buy groceries.
You don't have to give me $50, but if you do, I will try to draw you $50 for something in response.
You probably should just give B $50 as well while and give Go for $50 too.
Give Go for $50.
Just leave your wallet on the
and tell
ground
them
and
to
walk away.
buy pizza.
Yeah, listen. This is a stick.
Yeah, nobody has to get hurt here.
Put the money in the
Give
bag.
me your wallet. Don't make me reach for it.
Yeah, we don't want to have to hurt you, but we will.
I might want to. Don't tempt me.
Okay,
give me your
listen.
wallet.
What you have to understand is I'm being the voice of reason here, and I'm holding B back. And things are going to get real bad for you real quick if you don't hand over the wallet. Wordsy is going to hate this.
Wordsy, you should also give me your wallet.
Started
Yeah,
hating
Wordsy-
this like an hour ago.
Wordsy, give us your wallet. Homo-ass bitch.
Leave him alone.
No.
Congratulations to Wordsy.
Old fucking
on-
gated
on the
community ass bitch. Left the hood.
Is it
Abandoned
really?
us. That's what he said.
Class traitor.
Right? I'm saying.
Get his ass. Get his ass. We're all hopping that fence.
Yeah.
What, you think you're white suddenly?
So
You
that's
live in
what
a
I
gated
said.
Community?
Gated community ass bitch. Like you don't remember the streets where you came from. All of a sudden you're too good to slang it with the rest of us niggas. We'll see. We'll see, Mr. Gated Community. When alarms start going off, who's gonna be there to protect you? Not the white man, I'll tell you that much for damn sure.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That was totally a joke. I'm sorry. Sincerely, congratulations to Wordsy on the home.
Yeah.
We wish you the best.
Good job and good luck.
Good job, good luck, Godspeed. Best wishes. I'm sorry we just had a lot of laughs. It's because we don't own homes.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Yeah. Imagine.
I'm crying.
And that's how you know it's a successful podcast episode.
Man, what else is there fucking to say about this? Where were we?
We're at my hospital.
We did a fight. What even happened in that fight? I actually can't remember. He gets his ass beat.
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, that's the one where he gets thrown onto the bike.
Yes. Yeah, he gets thrown and he lands on the
goes,
bike and he's like, fuck you, I'm leaving. Oh, and we find out Scorpio Lizard has a move.
Yes.
Yes.
Scorpio Lizard's got the double hold.
And I
Whatever
hope
that
this
means.
continues. I hope this becomes a trend where everyone has a signature move rather than... Because they've all had, like, kind of a thing that they do. Like, they breathe fire as much as we joke about that. There was a time where that used to be a
Fucking
unique
breathe
trait,
fire.
but...
It's stopped after Cobra Man.
It's just like, my biggest issue, not to go on too long of a tangent about it, but my biggest issue with the whole breathe fire thing is the fact that they would give the fire breathing power to people. It made no goddamn sense to have breathe fire. Why was Rhino Gang able to breathe fire? What about either of the two things that made Rhino Gang what he was said to you breathe fire?
Rhinos and gangs.
Yeah, rhinos and motorcycle gangs. Which of those two breathes fire? Vote now in the comments.
Motorcycle gang. I've seen Pokemon.
Alright, fair enough. Yeah, I've played fucking Streets of Rage.
Yeah, for real. You gotta have a fire breathing guy in your
You
game.
gotta have a Karnov in your game. How else are you going to pay tribute to Abdul the Butcher?
God, yeah, that video keeps getting recommended to me.
I watched it. It's pretty neat.
That seems fun.
Yeah, it's a good watch.
There's a good video that shows a bunch of just like how Kamen Rider has influenced Japanese media, so too has wrestler Abdullah the Butcher.
Yeah, truly, they were a very big fan of Abdullah the Butcher over in Japan. So much so that he's become representative in quite a few different forms of media. Not the least among them being video games. There are a ton of different Abdul the Butcher likes in video games, and there's a nifty little video that kind of goes through all of the different various representations of Abdul the Butcher in Japanese media. And you should go check it out if that sort of thing interests you. It's a good watch.
Yeah.
Now with that being said, back on topic. Yeah, aside from the double hold and Kamen Rider being thrown onto his bike, there's not too much else to say about this fight. Not really a ton to say about this, this part of the episode.
Yeah.
Aside from the fun Invisible Man jump scare when Dr. Mine shows up.
Who are you? Who am I? You're talking to yourself. That one's for P.O. I'll get it. Yeah. I think it's funny that they've established the spot where Tachibana trained Kamen Rider to be a place.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd believe it. I don't remember what that place looked like, but this sure looks like a place where you practice jumping real high and channeling the wind. Remember when that was the thing?
Yeah. Back in the olden days, Pepperidge Farm remembers.
That's why you rode a motorcycle?
Yeah.
No? Yeah?
It's why when he got blew up, he was transformed instead of instantly killed.
Yep.
Yeah. He got propelled.
Remember that time they dropped him in the pit and he transformed?
Which time?
The first time.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Man, we had a lot of cool, interesting transformations in those first couple episodes.
Yeah, when it was really experimental. I don't necessarily dislike that they've sort of fell into a groove, but I don't disagree that it feels like even they felt like they were getting tired. But thankfully it feels like they're kind of getting back on track a little bit here towards the end again. They're actually reincorporating plots and new threads. Ooh, spicy.
Yeah, I think they really wanted to end.
Yeah.
So they were like, we need to do things that work towards a conclusion instead of just concluding eventually.
Yeah.
So let's put a little more thought into it.
Definitely seems like the show is on an upswing, which I appreciate.
Yeah, I think overall its quality is much better for it.
Yeah.
Even if the monsters look weird because of our new split gimmick,
yeah.
So far it's still proven to be interesting, at least. What more can he ask for? A show to be interesting.
Yeah.
From 50 years ago.
Yeah, super true. Honestly, I really was not expecting a lot out of Kamen Rider. I will be honest, when we started on this one, I figured this would be educational for me as someone who, had watched a bunch of Modern Rider and was familiar with its origins but had not visited it. But I really wasn't expecting to get too much else out of the show than that. And in all honesty, the show's given a lot more than I think I would have anticipated getting. So, big props to original Ichigo for really giving us something to sink our teeth into.
I think 100% of the time the show has given me something to literally scream about.
Yes.
So and for that, I can never begrudge it.
Yeah, truly. What more can you ask of a show than that? 100% success rate on something to scream about ain't nothing to sneeze at.
Anyways,
shall we
at the field?
Yes.
I guess it.
Well,
I guess we're at there on the summary.
yeah, we're about there, the summary, because we have to go back to the kids' core, where the Mines will tell the others that Hongo is still alive. They then get a call from General Black, who tells them that Hongo General tells them to let Hongo know that they will kill the people of Tokyo unless he gives himself up to be mind-controlled, and that they will be waiting...
People keep getting our number.
I know, right? And that they will be waiting for him at his old training grounds. Back at the training grounds, Scorpio Lizard attacks Tachibana and tells him that Hongo is still alive.
He pranks him so good that he gives him the old teleport yoink because Tachibana's got his little bouquet of flowers.
Yeah.
It's very good.
And fucking Scorpio Lizard's like, hey, what's up? Pew! Teleports behind him,
Nothing
takes his
personnel,
flowers
kids.
and chucks him. Yeah.
They're back with the ninja moves. These moves.
Yeah.
Did we describe what that looks
Yeah,
like?
how
I know we talked about them like gliding in.
The colored sheets of cardstock.
I am delirious from the left.
Yeah, the colored sheets have remained consistent, but every once in a while they also
Yeah.
just do classic camera cut teleports. Which
Yeah.
mostly have been cut okay. Yeah, you know, it's still a Kamen Rider from the 70s.
It's enjoyable, and we can the important thing is, for these purposes, we can tell what they're trying to do.
The important thing is they haven't changed that the sound effect for teleportation is pew! which makes his flower stealing prank all the funnier.
The thread of consistency certainly helps. Tachibana remains the realest of guys, and once again
literally
tries to kill
kill
before
himself. He
Shocker
tries to
can
throw himself off
utilize
of
him
a
as
fucking
leverage.
cliff, but he gets hit with the Stokely Hathaway.
Like, if I had a nickel for every time Tachibana tried to kill himself in order to prevent himself from being used as leverage by a fascist organization, I would have 2 nickels.
Okay,
it's not
I
a lot, but
understand.
it's weird that it's
I
happened
understand,
twice.
and I appreciate the meme.
Pretty dope.
But the problem with it is that I am like 95% sure you would have more than 2 nickels. If you specifically had a nickel for every time
can't remember
Tachibana
what
tried to kill himself in order to prevent himself from being used by Shocker, I feel like you would at least have 3 nickels, right?
That I can... He's definitely thrown down with them a lot, but, like, in times where he's explicitly said or taken an action which expresses, I am going to kill myself in order to prevent you from using me as leverage or getting information out of me, that I can only recall 2 off the top of my head. If there are more, I suppose they have simply escaped to me.
Hey, that's 2 shots of Hula
That's 2
Hands.
shots of Hula Hands for sure. This guy, I feel like there's... Maybe. I don't know. There's definitely at least 2. There's for sure at least 2.
I'm trying to recall what I wrote this note for, and I think it might be when Tachibana gets stopped from throwing himself off the cliff, but the note reads with no other context.
Yeah, I would have to imagine that. Because truly, Scorpio Lizard truly fucking hits Tachibana with the, I like your cut, G. Just slaps him right up the fucking back of his head.
Down like
and
a
Tachibana just goes down.
Oh. Hey, he's not fully knocked out, to his credit, but he's stunned enough for them to grab him. Yeah, it's okay because his rescuer
let's finish up the synopsis, shall we? Yeah.
A truly
soon,
romantic
Taki arrives
moment.
as a distraction, while Kamen Rider rescues Tachibana. Hongo faces off with Scorpio Lizard, and Dr. Mine tells him his weak point is his back, allowing Hongo to defeat him with a Rider reverse kick, which I want to talk about, but let's get to this rescue first. Yes, yeah.
Mr.
Important to
Dr.
note that
Mine,
Mrs.
not
Dr.
Mrs.
Mine was
Dr.
also
Mine.
Yeah.
a doctor. Yeah.
They're
What a power
both
couple.
doctors. Yeah, honestly, they have their own
I'll
hospital.
love to see it.
I have to think
Yeah,
that they're
right?
not terrible people.
Especially because they also
I feel like
even
they're
make a
really
point to
pushing
say
that.
Dr. Mine, the male Dr. Mine's whole thing is he went to South America to like study abroad, and then he just never came back. So, like, 95% sure he was just a dude that got kidnapped. Especially because they also spend the whole rest of the episode helping the good guys.
Thankfully, granted, only after he was attempted to be killed by his former bosses. But yeah,
that's
I'll
literally all I'm
give him
asking.
the benefit of the doubt.
That's all we can give him.
Notable parts in the fight?
Object permanence not being a
Yeah.
thing for a moment. For
Yeah. Yes.
Scorpio Lizard.
Baby brain.
He got baby brain. It's like, oh my god, it's Taki. He went because behind a hill.
You know that all.
Where'd he go?
Say in the "I wasn't born yesterday." Well,
He's
unfortunately,
disappeared.
Scorpio Lizard, they did actually just finish building him yesterday. He's still working on that object firm in this one.
He has not figured that out.
Sorry.
Other favorite parts of the fight. There's a small sequence wherein Kamen Rider is thrown to the edge of a cliff and he's clinging on for dear life like Mufasa, and standing over him triumphantly is Scorpio Lizard, who starts declaring that he will destroy the oxygen within the area, killing lots and lots of people. And
Yeah,
Kamen Rider just says, "You stop that," and he grabs him.
Just grabs him by the ankle and tugs him off
Just-
the cliff.
Kind of unceremoniously, very, like... There's something so amusing about it. There's no, like, build-up or rage at the idea that this guy is proclaiming to kill a large populace of the Tokyo area. Like, he just grabs him and they roll down the hill. Not even
Gotcha,
together.
bitch.
They just kind of clumsily slide down.
I do
Pure
want to make a
stunts.
point to talk about Hongo's rescuing Tachibana. Just specifically because I want to talk about the great little Tachibana toy that we got.
Yes.
So Hongo is on the cyclone. He jumps it up the mountain, I guess. He lands behind Shocker. Tachibana gets free. He hops on the back of his bike. They jump back down to the ground floor where Taki is, which we get to do that effect with another Kamen Rider toy that's got. I doubt it's a custom made Tachibana toy. I think it's probably just like a guy in a brown suit toy that they had. But he's there and he's hugging the waist and it's great. Yeah.
It's so romantic.
Because you won't ever
He's
let go.
holding
Not
so
again.
tight.
Yeah.
Don't ever let go. Not again. It's incredible. This is also during the object permanence prank. They were just so distracted by how Taki disappeared behind a hill that they just didn't notice.
Yeah.
The Kamen Rider zips in,
Lets him dance
flies him
above
to
the
the moon. Yeah, like, I think that and then the cliff thing
Well,
are the main thing. I do
yes,
like we got some
we
POV
do get
Kamen
some
Rider
POV
getting his
Kamen
ass
Rider
beat
getting his
shots.
ass beat, which is nice. And then I would be remiss if I did not talk about the finish of this fight specifically. So Dr.
Well, yeah.
Dr. Vine shows up. He's like,
I just meant
his
besides
weak
that.
point is in his back. How he knows this, God only knows. But whatever.
Mhm.
So Ryder's like, all right, I got the fucking, I got
Smart.
the move for you. You know, hits the jump off the wall Ryder reverse kick. Now when chicks, you've played a lot of video games, right?
Yeah.
You would call yourself like
Sure.
like some form of gamer. You know, fair enough.
Never, but
When
yeah.
you get told by some sort of advisor in a video game that a enemy's weak point is their back, whereabouts
Mm-hmm.
do you think you're gonna aim that shot? Okay, right.
On it,
so
on his back.
yeah,
You know, like maybe
yeah,
dead center.
okay,
You know,
right.
you're like
yeah,
like the
so,
spine.
I don't know. Let's tie this into your recent streams that you
Right,
were doing.
yeah.
Like if this was Lifeline, you had Rio. She's got the gun. You need to just shoot something.
Well, there would be a lot more. I would say, run away. Run away.
The hallway.
Run away. Run away. Back.
Right. But
Shoot. Shoot. Run away.
You'd say like
Get it
back
off!
or spine or something.
Okay, yeah.
So Kamen Rider, he jumps, he bounces off the wall.
Sure,
he
why not?
kicks this man in the fucking face. I don't even think he kicks him in the back of the head. He
little bit in
straight
the
up just
shoulder, too.
scrapes across this dude's face.
No, it's like the side.
Yeah.
It's like his neck cheek area.
It's not even
incredibly
close.
not remotely following the advice given to him. I don't know if it's clumsy or if it's a display of
You know
power.
what I think it is?
Well, you see, his hitbox extends pretty far. This is the 70s. This
God.
tech is pretty
Yeah.
new, so it's all just kind of a big square.
Anything that isn't the
Truly,
front
it
is
has
the
to
back.
be
so
that-
Yeah,
got
pretty
it.
much.
They meant to do something else, and admittedly, because it is a good looking stunt. Don't get me wrong. It's got a lot of impact, great power. I mean, you get to very clearly visually see this man's foot go across this other dude's face. So it's such a fantastic visual that truly what had to have happened, at least in my mind, is they fucked up that spot really bad, and the director said, "No, keep it. This looks cool."
Maybe. I don't know. What 10-year-olds in the 70s on their tiny little 8-inch televisions who are never going to see a rerun
Right,
are
exactly.
going to know anything about this?
Yeah, right. Like he
That's all you
approached from
need.
behind
Yeah,
and
and
kicked
it looks
him. That's
cool.
all you need to know.
And then he blows up, and someone's in the
That's
shot.
all you need. Also, it's so good. Just before we get into that, because I know we want to talk about
Yes,
that. Been a while since
very
we had
cool
a
to see.
Rider
What-
reverse kick. It
Was
was
the last
cool.
time that we did Rider Reverse Kick when we were on that one island resort? No, it definitely wasn't
Was it
Cockroach Man.
Cockroach Man? Or no? Crud. I don't know why I thought
It
it was
was.
used in the
I'm
Cockroach Man episode.
95% sure we did Rider Reverse Kick in the Cockroach Man episode as well, but I just don't think it was the last time.
Well, shrug. I cannot recall.
Pretty sure
another
it was
recent
that one.
usage.
Well, who was the monster for that episode? The solar powered monster that Jigoku Taishi borrowed from Dr. Shinigami. Who the hell was that?
What was your name? In any case, explosion.
The point is
Yeah.
that he's bouncing off the walls again. Whoa. He's looking like a fool again. Whoa. He threw away his reputation for one more
You
song
know?
on the radio station.
Sometimes that's what you got to do. We still carry you, Kamen Rider. And also, this Rider Reverse Kick did look very cool. And then we got a big ass explosion.
It was so pretty.
And someone was in the shot.
Yeah, we get interesting choice that we get a big ass wide shot for our explosion that has all cast members included in. Like, it wasn't just like didn't kick him off a cliff so he could be in a big wide shot with nothing in it for a big explosion. Kamen Rider himself was right next to that pyrotechnics. And that was pretty exciting, I guess. And also the Mine couple.
No,
the Mine
they're,
couple.
They're my couple.
Do that in Mine couple. Alright. I'll concede. They are yours. Anyways.
Yeah.
They're hanging by some rocks where theoretically the pyrotechnics crew is hiding behind. As the thing goes off, we linger on the shot, and one of them just kind of walks between the two rocks.
It's like
in
the
the shot.
tiniest little sliver of area where you could see someone potentially, and Homeboy goes right in there.
Yeah, it's. Yeah,
Yeah.
He got in the one spot he needed to not be in. Granted,
true.
once again, 1970s tiny TVs. Probably nothing anybody would have noticed outside of this.
Yeah.
In our world of HD graphics. It's crazy to think about, like how good
they're
quality
really nice.
these episodes are given to us.
It's gonna be a shame when
These
we
are
eventually
crisp.
start writing or watching like an older Kamen Rider that hasn't gotten the Shout Factory treatment, and we're gonna have to go get like actual legit rips of it,
Yeah, right.
and it's gonna look like ass.
Yeah,
but with those awesome anime subtitles.
I was gonna say, yeah, I downloaded that whole thing on Archive, that whole collection of Kamen Rider Ichigo that is definitely a rip from 70s television. But God, or at least VHSs or something. And man, sure looks like ass, but man, those fun subs.
It's
so
really
tempting
is.
to use them for.
Don't worry, we will
everything.
eventually get fun subs. Kamen Rider has apparently not been quite as generous as Super Sentai has been with their Shout Factory deal. They've been more generous than one might anticipate, but like we could be relying on rips as soon as the next season that we watch.
I mean, yeah.
Don't let that stop you, though. We will do our best to get whatever you want us to
I've
watch.
been in this game long enough that I am confident in my ability to find what we need. So don't think like, oh, I want them to watch this specific writer, but I'm worried about them trying to get it. I will find it, or even depending on which one it is, I might just already have it. Yeah, look forward to that. I guess really not a bad way to, because we're done now. We done the damn thing.
We got one last thing to cover.
Yes,
we got
a
new
ending sequence. It
sequence.
features the shocker.
Yes, exciting.
I'm sorry, the gay shocker combat men. Yeah,
the gay shockers.
Gay shocker.
No,
it's not slow-mo, which it's not bad. I've just kind of enjoyed that being a consistent thing that they do with the endings. But it's still nice. They have some cool shots banking on the new ability set of the gay shocker mooks.
Yeah, like they have this cool reverse thing where they jump out of the water onto a really high bridge.
It looks cool.
It's just reverse footage, but like it's cool. It's cool. They're doing the damn thing.
Speaking of doing the damn thing, we hope you do the damn thing. That specifically being join the Patreon, even if it is just for 1 month, so you can get in on that poll, because we want to make sure that poll does have a good healthy number of people on it. So remember, at the $10 and up tier, you not only get to suggest what Kamen Rider series you want us to watch next, but you also then get to vote in the poll for what Kamen Rider series that we watch next. Essentially, the way that's going to work is after the Patreon suggestions are going to go up, they are going to be put in a poll alongside our own personal suggestions. I imagine, unless our personal suggestions overlap with some of the Patreon suggestions, and then we'll just put those on there once. And it'll all just be a big poll that the patrons who are at that $10 and up tier can vote on. So we aren't 100% sure when we're going to be doing that yet, but keep an eye out. We will make sure to keep you updated, because it is definitely going to be sooner rather than later, as we round the corner on Kamen Rider Ichigo. We're making steam. We're making progress. We're chugging along. I think we're gonna be done with the season sooner than maybe even we realize.
Probably. I mean, we have at least I apologize, I don't remember exactly, but we do have at least one 3-parter left. So we do have less episodes than anticipated upcoming,
at
just
most
due to
8.
Yes, at most 8, at least less than that. So just
Correct.
Why did that sounds so silly coming out of my mouth. Okay.
The point is 8 episodes is...
In any case, yes.
That is not a lot of episodes. It is only even remotely a lot of time, specifically because we release on a bi-weekly schedule. So start mentally preparing yourself for that, and potentially financially preparing yourself for that if that is the thing you need to do. Because we want as many people. We want the will of the people to be heard on this one, truly. So, if you can, please get on that Patreon. Even if it's just for the 1 month, just to put up a suggestion and vote, that is okay by us, because we want your voice to be heard. We care you.
We care you. I care you so much. Let me make you a meal and
you
wash
a
your
lot,
potatoes.
And, I mean, I think we all care you a lot. Maybe not quite as much as B. B has a large capacity for caring. Really. I wouldn't want to.
It's a tough competition.
I wouldn't. That's like
Aww.
going against a Sicilian when death is on the line.
Also, I famously don't give a shit.
Action Shakespeare.
Well, I'm grateful for some of those thoughts.
So I'll give you some pats on the head,
and I'll
good job,
I'll give you a hug. I'm nice enough to say, give me a hug, cuz. Yeah, that's fair.
Listen, it depends on how sweaty I am.
I'm bashful, but I will thank you. Perhaps not with physical affection, but...
Yeah. Bring it in, brother.
I'll make you food.
Bring it in.
Speaking of bringing it in, y'all, we're gonna bring it in on this episode. We will see you next time for episode 39. No, I'm sorry, episode 38. No, this is 38. I was right. Episode 39.
This is 38.
Episode 39, when we will watch...
You were doing so good before.
82 and 83. Those are The Monster Karage Wolf, Terrifying Rush Hour, and The Monster Inokabuton, Defeat Rider with Insanity Gas. Yeah, Joker.
Yeah,
the Joker gas. Joker gas. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited.
Anyways, I can't wait for Chris Tucker to be in the next episode.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of his mouth?
Jackie Chan couldn't make it.
Until then, thank you very much for enjoying. We hope that you had a wonderful episode. We hope that you have a wonderful day. Stay safe, love your loved ones, and remember, as always, that if you can't believe in God and you can't believe in Buddha, you can always believe in Kamen Rider.